All right, can you hear me? What's up, everybody? Here we go. Kevin Gausman to the Blue Jays. What's up, everybody? It is official. It is going down. How are we feeling? I was about to do Kevin Gausman watch, and then we didn't need to do that because just as I'm setting up the stream for Kevin Gausman watch, we get the word from John Heyman that it is Gausman going to the Blue Jays. So screw the watch. Let's get right into this thing. We're going to talk about Kevin Gausman going to the Blue Jays. I'm a fan of this deal. I think it is one of maybe a couple deals that might be coming. I love Gausman. I'm excited about this. I think this is a move the Blue Jays need to make. I'm excited for the season he just had. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to dive into Gausman. We're going to take a look at the season he just had. We are going to talk about what can Pete Walker do with him. We've seen Pete Walker do great things with Jose Barrios, Robbie Ray, Jordan Romano. We've seen him work magic with countless pitchers, and now he's going to get Kevin Gausman to work with. I'm a big fan of what Kevin Gausman did. I'm not worried about the second half numbers. I think Kevin Gausman is going to work great with this team. I'm okay with it. Raul, I don't think necessarily that's it. Raul, I don't think that's. We'll talk about that too. We're going to talk about that. Listen, don't think that this is the end of Robbie Ray. Wait for the tweets. The tweets are coming that just because the Blue Jays have signed Gausman, they're not out on Ray. I don't think they're out on Robbie Ray. So just hold on, park that. Let's be excited about what we got with Kevin Gausman because this is a big deal. Welcoming everybody that is live. Gavin, great deal for Gausman. Yes, it is. This is a good deal for Kevin Gausman. This is a nice deal for the Blue Jays. I do want to kind of update it because obviously we'll be getting some Twitter updates as we go. We don't know anything about Mets. We don't know anything about Max Scherzer yet. Dodgers still viewed as the favorites there. We don't know what's going on. We know that the Mets have just backed up a truck with more money than anybody has ever seen in front of Max Scherzer's house, but we don't have anything about that. But we do have is Kevin Gausman. 5 years, $110 million. If you're hyped, if you are excited, hit that like. I don't think he's overrated. All right, I think he's properly rated. And if we're going 5 for 110, I'm all right with that, and I don't think it's the end of any Robbie Ray situation. I'm okay with this. Colin, Springer all over again. Well, it would have been Springer all over again if we were doing, if we had the watch for about an hour leading up to it. But this one, we just jumped right in. I was about to do the watch. I got the tweet. I think it was Morosi with the tweet that, how did it go? It goes, 15 minutes ago, let's run the timeline back. 15 minutes ago, John Morosi tweeting, Kevin Gausman and Blue Jays are gaining momentum towards a deal. That's when I got up off the couch and started to put some stuff together to start the watch. Wasn't moving in a very fast pace because I figured, this could take a while. 5 minutes later, Jeff Passan tweeting out, right-hander Kevin Gausman and the Blue Jays are in agreement on a 5-year, $110 million contract. Sources familiar tell ESPN. Let's take a look at Gausman real quick while we go through here. We look at Kevin Gausman striking out. Fernando Tatis Jr., sit down. Jake Cronenworth, goodbye. Dot, 95 mile an hour. Dot from Gausman. Charlie Blackmon, see ya. 97 mile an hour heat. Trevor Story, nah, see you later, buddy. That splitter is key. Again, let's run it through one more time. Tatis, see ya. Cronenworth, dot. 95 mile an hour, dot. Charlie Blackmon. Okay, Charlie Blackmon strikes out a lot. Okay, but that 97 mile an hour heater is nice. And then peace to Trevor Story as we run through some Kevin Gausman highlights there. I'm happy to see this move. The Blue Jays are aggressive. They know this is a win situation. We're moving forward. The time to sit and wait is done. I'm excited, Gavin. I'm excited. I'm happy about this deal. I think Kevin Gausman is second, third best pitcher out there. I mean, the top three right now, right? The top three. It's Scherzer, Gausman, and Robbie Ray. Those are the top three. We got Gausman. I don't think we are out on Robbie Ray. So anybody that's in here thinking that, now we're done, I don't think that necessarily means it. They might just go all in on pitching. We get the bad news about Marcus Semien. So, okay, he's gone. We knew that was they had an offer out there. It was going to be north of $20 million. They're giving money to Kevin Gausman. I don't think they're completely out on Robbie Ray. Ben, Pete Walker has won in him for the last 5 years. Pete Walker going to make him even better. Love the idea of Pete Walker and Kevin Gausman working together. CC Gaming, does this Blue Jays team sort of remind anyone of that 12 and 13 Tigers team? I'll have to take a look at the 12 and 13 Tigers team. Actually, an amazing contract, definitely worth the money. I'm happy about it. Chelston, let's go. I'm happy with this deal. 5 years, $110 million. I don't think that they overpaid for him. I think it's a fine deal. Let's take a look at Gausman real quick as we kind of do the Gausman situation. So coming off a year, really, I mean, his best season. Okay, career year for Kevin Gausman last year. 14-6, 2.81 ERA. Started 33 games, so didn't miss a start. 227 Ks over 192 innings. He's 30, so this deal takes him to, his age 36 season. We'll be all done with Kevin Gausman, and I like that. Okay, I like that. I don't want to be paying for a guy. The Marcus Semien deal with the Rangers, they got Marcus Semien until he's 38 years old. So good luck, Marcus Semien. Love you, buddy, but good luck the last year or two with that. So Kevin Gausman comes in, and you got Gausman now in a situation where, that he was lights out in the first half. And in the second half is what people will point to, but I'm not worried about the second half. I think Kevin Gausman is going to come to Toronto, and Kevin Gausman is going to be just a great addition. I'm excited about Kevin Gausman. Again, keep coming with your comments on what you think about Kevin Gausman. I'm interested to see what the actual AAV breakdown will be, but looking at right around $20 million, $22 million on the AAV. Last year, Ben Nicholson-Smith, Ben Wagner retweeting this. Blue Jays went on Gausman last year. They offered Gausman a 3-year deal last year before Gausman took the qualifying offer from the San Francisco Giants, went out there, bet on himself. Listen, you're putting him back in a winning situation with Toronto. I think he's going to thrive in that. He did bad with the Orioles. The Orioles were garbage. So I think that it's good stuff. This is a good move. I don't think Ray's gone for sure. I don't think Ray is gone for sure. Is Kevin Gausman overrated? I'm not going to say. I think he's properly rated. He was top 3 starting pitcher available this offseason. I'm happy with it. Kyle, welcome in. How are you feeling, Kyle, about this deal? I don't think Ray is 100% gone. Listen, time will tell. All right, time will tell. And also, we got this lockout looming that deals are coming in now. We don't know what the situation, how long it's going to take for the two sides to work out a deal. So the Blue Jays could be in a great spot to bring Robbie Ray back if Robbie Ray doesn't get a deal done before 12/1, because Robbie Ray could be searching for a deal come March when they finally get the things worked out. What's the deal? It's 5 for 110, Kyle. 5 for 110. That's right. Exactly, Hassan. Let's get Ray next. Hit that like if you're excited about this deal. If you're not excited about this deal, but you're happy that we got Gausman, hit the like. Because listen, let's say Robbie Ray was already gone. Let's say Robbie Ray has been in conversation with the Giants or the Angels, and the Blue Jays feel like, you know what, we're not getting Robbie Ray back. Okay, what else would you want Toronto to do? This is a good move. This is a good move. I'm happy. It doesn't kill us exactly. And again, Kyle, by the time it's done, he's in his mid-30s. We're not paying for a guy who's going to be, entering the down years of his career, the backside of his career. So I'm happy about this move. Pulls him away from, I guess, really nobody else in the American League East was in on Gausman, right? I mean, it was really the Mets, it was the Giants, it was a bunch of National League teams that were in on him. So I'm happy that the Blue Jays get him. Oh, and I don't know. Listen, time will tell. I know that there are people that are going to be down on Kevin Gausman, especially because Blue Jays fans, right? Who's number 1 on our wish list? It's Robbie Ray, okay? So I'm not going to try to sugarcoat anything for you guys, because I understand that Robbie Ray is number 1 on our list, okay? That is okay. That is for sure. But what Kevin Gausman brings is, again, that top of the rotation kind of guy. All right, what he did last year, first half, second half, the splits, the ERA, that's a thing. But I'm telling you, if the Blue Jays know that there's no chance at Robbie Ray coming back, then this is a great move. If they can bring Ray and Gausman back, this is a great move. The guys from Blue Jays today were talking about it on their premiere earlier. You could get both of them because you got Ryu coming off the books in a couple years. So depending on how you sort of allocate the money, you set it up so where Gausman's money really starts to kick in when Hyunjin Ryu falls off the books. So credit to them for bringing that up because I hadn't thought about that, and that's a smart way of looking at it. That you get Gausman for $5, you're in a situation where you've got the Hyunjin Ryu contract coming off the books in a couple years, so you can still get both of them. Stroman, I think, right, good call there. Probably a good safe bet that Stroman will not be coming back to Toronto because I think that the Blue Jays go get Gausman. That's a good deal, and I still think I don't think they're out on Ray. I don't think they're out on Ray. I'm going to look up. We're going to pull up some Kevin Gausman information here. We got to do something real quick. We're going to pull up some. We'll talk about Kevin Gausman because I understand that there are people out there that are a little hesitant about this situation. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. Big boys holding out for Stroman to the Cubs. Yeah, that could go down for sure. All right. Oh, come on, computer, don't do this to me now. There we go. Boom. All right. So we're going to talk Kevin Gausman. Here's the thing about Gausman. All right. Let's do this. Let me do something here. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Let's bring. Ooh, I don't know if I got this. Is this gonna work? Oh, no way. All right, let's try this. All right, hold on, guys. I got it. We're gonna do this. Yoki is the name. Donated $2 to Super Chat. Thank you for that. I wonder if the Giants didn't want the 5th year. Good question, because it looked like that was. Let me come back for a second. That was something they were talking about, was that it looked like Gausman and the Giants were progressing towards getting a deal done, and it doesn't end up happening. So, yeah, maybe it was the 5th year. It seemed to be all the talk was that it was gonna, a fifth year wasn't that far out of the realm of possibility. Joel Sherman tweeting that Gausman was the Mets' strongest free agent starting pitcher fallback if they don't land Scherzer. So Mets really got to put the full court press now on Max Scherzer. Otherwise, Jason Clements, welcome to Ballcap Nation. Thank you for subscribing. I'm trying to get this thing to pull up because I want to look. We're gonna look at Robbie Ray. I'm gonna look at Kevin Gausman, and I want to. It's not there. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get this. Oh, I think it's here. Hold on, guys. There we go. There we go. All right, let's try this. Let's try this again. El Jefe, 1026, just subscribe. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Thank you for subscribing. Whoa, that doesn't look good. Let's move something around here. Let's look at Kevin Gausman, all right? Because I'm a little bit more in on Gausman. I think there's some good to be had here with Kevin Gausman, all right? And I want to get you guys on board with me. I don't want you worrying that we got hosed on a Kevin Gausman situation and you don't feel good about it. So Kevin Gausman, let's talk about him. 2021. All right. Looking at his metrics. Can we zoom in on the metrics here? What you don't like Okay, I understand. The exit velo, the hard hit rate, we don't like that. I don't like that. Nobody's going to like that. But here's what you like. The xERA is good. XBA, good. K rate, 85th percentile. Walk rate, 77th percentile. Whiff rate, 81. Chase rate, 92. Fastball velo, fastball spin. I like where he lands. He gets hitters to swing and miss. I really like the combination he's got with his fastball, his slider, and his split finger. He uses them well. That's where I'm feeling confident that Pete Walker is going to go out here, and Pete Walker is going to get whatever was going on in the second half of the year with Gausman, get it in line. Eclipse Edits, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Jays need a solid starter. Another solid starter. Pete, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Hayden, how you doing, buddy? I got hope for you guys. I would rather the Mets get Max Scherzer than anybody that I got to deal with. Who do I see the Red Sox picking up? I think the Red Sox are I don't think the Red Sox are not going to make a big splash with any of these key big free agents. They're going to make some other moves. I think you'll see some of those secondary kind of names go to the Red Sox. They have so much built up with what they've got already with the rotation. Stuart Stark, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. The bullpen, I actually like the bullpen. I feel like I'm in the minority, but I actually like the bullpen that the Blue Jays have. Mets talk with Hayden. Solid signing for the Jays. I feel like the asking price is good. However, it being 5 years can be worrisome. I'm okay with the 5 years. I'm honestly okay with the 5 years because it is only going to take him to his mid-30s. Remember to like and sub, and if you see something, tweet it at me. If you see anything about Robbie Ray or you see anything about Max Scherzer, big day today. Big day. We had the Simeon signing. RIP Blue Jay fans for the Simeon deal. Let's see. Alex Wood tweeting, put some respect on this man's name. There are some people you play with in your career that are genuinely amazing human beings. Gauzy is one of those guys. The good guys do win, and Toronto just got a baller. That's from Alex Wood. Jose Lara, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Let's see. Christopher, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Kyle, hearing the Mets offered more, but Kevin wanted to come to a winning team. Oh, that's below the belt. Brian, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Thank you. Good tea, nice house. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. The Astros have some work to do. Ohms, thank you for the super chat. It'll pop up in a second. I think the Jays focus now on the infield. Pitching rotation needs a fifth starter, not so much at the top. I come prepared, ladies and gentlemen. I come prepared. So let's look at the Jays rotation, shall we? So Gausman and Barrios at the top. This is the other thing that's deceptively nice about this deal is that Ryu, and thank you for the super chat again, Ohms. The Ryu now, it doesn't have to be at the top of the rotation. You got a bunch of guys at the top of the rotation. Riza, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to our community. You got Gausman and Barrios at the top, locked in. Again, I wanted to let the animation run there. Thank you. Thank you very much again, Ohms, for that. There's the animation for that. Back to the rotation. Gausman, Barrios, Ryu, Manoah, Ray, question mark, Pearson, question mark. It's not over. And sure, I see the chat talking about the potential deal with Miami. Maybe that's still out there. I don't know. Maybe they can still do that. I mean, we're looking at, again, about $22 million. Double Iron, just subscribe. Double Iron, welcome to Ballcap Nation. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our community. So I like this rotation. If Robbie Ray comes back, that's great. Vincent, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. So you've got a situation where, let's say Robbie Ray does move on, okay? And again, We don't know what we don't know. Maybe Robbie Ray is gone. Maybe the Blue Jays already know. They've talked to Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray wants this. The Blue Jays are here, and it's just not going to work. So the Blue Jays are doing this proactively, knowing they're not going to be able to sign Robbie Ray. If that's the case, I still take this rotation. All right, I'd love to have Robbie Ray in there, and Robbie Ray could still come back. You throw Robbie Ray in this rotation, it looks nice. If it doesn't, then Nate Pearson gets a shot with the number 5 spot in the rotation. Why do fans care what the owners spend on players? Mark, I think it comes down to preventing other deals from happening, right? Like we're spending $22 million, a year or 110 over 5 for Gausman. Does that mean we don't have enough money left for Robbie Ray? That's the only, at least in my head, the logic, the only reason why you would complain about how much you spend on a player is that it's preventing you from spending it on somebody else. So you've got, and listen, the Mets, quick side note, if they don't get Scherzer, I hope that they have been close to Robbie Ray, because that is the next piece of news here. You got Scherzer, you got Ray. We know Scherzer is going to make his decision maybe tonight, definitely before 12-1. What's going to happen there? And I will like to give myself a little bit of a pat on the back. In our stream earlier today, a lot of you were here for that. My stream earlier today, who did I say would be the next free agent? I understand Cole Calhoun came in, but who came in right after Cole Calhoun? Kevin Gausman, and that's who I said would sign next. So, I'll give myself a little bit of a pat on the back there. But thank you guys, everybody that is here, over 300 strong. Thank you for being here. Lucky Chit, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. You think San Francisco go for Scherzer or the bigger name? Now, I think San Francisco is going to, San Francisco, maybe they go for Robbie Ray. Maybe San Fran is in on a Robbie Ray conversation. Maybe San Francisco goes for John Gray. We know the Mets are close with John Gray, or have been talking to him. The Rangers have been linked to John Gray. The Angels are linked to John Gray. So you got a lot of those linked to John Gray. Jackson, it is 5 for 110. Let me put it in the text. Gausman to Blue Jays, 5 years, 110 mil. Does that fit? That fits. Perfect. So that's it. Toronto acting like the Yankees with their spending. Haven't gone that far yet. We don't have any $30 million guys on the payroll. Yankees have 2 of them, and they're looking at a third. What a day. Stribling had actually beaten out Matz at the 5 spot until he got injured. He had a 3-9. Right, you got Stripling in the mix. This is why I say, would 6 for 150 get Ray back? I got to think. Okay, so let's look at this. We got 5 for 110 for Kevin Gausman. So what does that mean for Robbie Ray? Robbie Ray's got to be living in a similar, okay, maybe 5 for, what was that? 6 for 150, 5 for 150. It feels like 150 and 5 or 6. Would you do that? Is the question. Would you do 5 for 150? You start putting a lot of money in the pitching, but they need to do that offensively. Just continue to build the team around Vladdy and Bo and those guys. Go for it now. Again, we talk about Gausman entering his age 31 season. Robbie Ray will be entering his age 30 season, so Robbie Ray 1 year younger. So if you gave him 6 at 150, do it. Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll sign off on it. Who needs me to sign off on that? I'll sign off on that. We took a look at the payroll we knew that the payroll was going to go up. That was the word from Atkins. No Teoscar Hernandez. That's $20 million. You gotta spread the money out because you got guys entering arbitration like Vladdy, right? So he's getting a little bit more. Matz is coming off the books. Matz wasn't cheap last year. Matz cost what was it, $5, $6, $7 million, something like that. Eddie, wow, just subscribed. Eddie, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Welcome to our community. So I feel like they could do it. Ray is not a 30 mil pitcher. 25. I feel like he's 25. Raul, Rogers are spending money. Jay should trade for Pablo Lopez. J-Ram signed John Gray and Colin McHugh. Raul, you are ready to make some. Raul is a general manager that I want in front of my team. I want him leading the way. Raul, you can be my GM every day. Let's do that. Tulo off the books. That's right. That's right. It's been a minute since I looked at that. I put that video together and I haven't gone back to it. Again, Raul, thank you for the super chat. The money on Cole Calhoun, I haven't either, but quite frankly, it's getting lost. For me, it's completely lost in the shuffle. Tweet from Shai Davidi. Jeffrey Lou just subscribed. Jeffrey, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. The Blue Jays have so far this offseason given out the two biggest pitching contracts in franchise history. Barrios, $131 for 7, and Gausman, $110 for 5, after last winter giving Springer $150 for 6, the richest deal ever. New level of big game hunting here. They said, Shapiro said, years ago when the team was it's not quite there yet, that it was hard to wait, but that when they would be ready to go, they would go, and they're doing it. Lyndon Graham, welcome to Ballcat Nation. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, Calhoun to the Rangers. I did see that. I just don't have the dollar. Anybody have the dollar on that? Mitchell, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. I mean, at this point now, Blue Jays fans, we start to turn our attention to, is there another pitcher coming? What are they going to do for Marcus Semien, or to replace that production? That's what we start to look forward to. But before we look too far, Midwest Sports, Andy Martino tweeted this: the Mets offered Kevin Gausman more than 5 for 110. That he went to Toronto. Ooh, no. Don't tell the Mets fans. Don't tell the Mets fans. Well, hey, I don't know what his feelings are about the Mets. Mets offered more and said no. I mean, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I am. The Mets are in a weird spot. We'll just put it that way. The Mets, I'm not here to talk bad about the Mets. The Mets are in a weird spot. They don't have a coach. We're approaching a lockout. Here we are, November 28th, and they don't have a coach. They're in a tough spot. Weird position. Caesar, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Welcome to our community. The Mets, of course, Joel, of course they are. New York and LA get used all the time. Think about it. How are you going to get, Eddie, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. How are you going to get Toronto and Detroit and Seattle and Miami and St. Louis to up their offers to say that the two biggest markets are backing up the truck? Are you going to meet that or beat that? So, of course, I mean, it's negotiating 101. You want to try to build your value up, and what better way to do it than by saying that guy over there is going to pay me more, and you know that guy could pay me more because he's in the largest market in the country. So, that's it. Adrian, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Steve, good to see you, man. Welcome in. The taxes. New York's got high taxes too. I don't know what the comparison is between the two, but I know New York has high taxes. I used to live in New York, not New York City, but I lived in New York, and New York taxes you. Sandy City, yeah, I wouldn't think about any Sandy Alcantara stuff going on. They're looking at extending him. There was talk last week of that extension going down. Kathy, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Welcome to our community. Elijah, how about those Tigers? Well, the Tigers need to get one of those shortstops in. That's what they need to do. Biggio back to second. Kyle Seager at third. Would be a balance for the lineup. Carmela, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Thinking about, I love the idea of Kevin Biggio going back over to second. Okay. So then from a third base, Mets Rock, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody that is subscribing for the first time. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We're growing the channel, and I'm glad you're here to help it grow. Thank you. So, Danny, only thing we've heard about from the Dodgers is that they still are viewed as the favorites, even though the Mets have supposedly an insane offer. That the Dodgers are still viewed as the favorites. He wants to be on the West Coast. But the thought, I love Kevin Biggio going back to second. Third base, Kyle Seager. I mean, if we can get him for cheap. Kyle Seager set a career high in home runs last year. That's awesome. But he also hit 200. So is a lefty bat that they need. Kyle Seager would be fun for like a year. That's all I want to do with Kyle Seager. I wouldn't get into a long deal with him. Jays rotation: Gausman, Barrios, Ryu, Manoah, Pearson. It's looking good, Grady. It's looking good. And like I was saying earlier, I come prepared. It's looking good. Gausman, Barrios, Ryu, Manoah, maybe Ray, maybe Pearson, maybe Stripling, maybe Hatch. Hey, let's make it Ray, and let's make it a good night. Rosenthal tweeting a minute ago. Looks like they got the Sandy Alcantara deal done. Ken Rosenthal tweeting out that a big day for them. Agreements, commitments with Avisail Garcia and Sandy Alcantara getting that extension done. So the rotation, again, listen, if Robbie Ray goes, I will miss him. But Kevin Gausman could soften the blow if Robbie Ray is on his way out. Okay, I'm happy with this rotation. I want to give Nate Pearson a shot. I really do. And listen, if they went into spring training with this rotation, Robbie Ray included, you never know. Ryu gets hurt, Manoah sprains something. You got sprains and pulls and tweaks and tears all over the place. So, you got to go in with more than just 5. You go into a spot like that. Look at what just happened in the World Series. The Astros, had no Lance McCullers Jr. and then nobody to really back them up. The Braves, when Charlie Morton went down, I was like, oh my God, now we're in trouble. You gotta have multiple top of the rotation guys if you want to be in the mix to win the World Series. That's why I want the Blue Jays to go get Robbie Ray. What's up? Yes, good to see you guys in. Benethy, Danny, Mark, that neighborhood creep. That is what we're hearing about. That is that it's $40 million. Let's see. John Morosi tweeting right now: the Mets have made Max Scherzer a multi-year offer at $40 million per season. Source confirms. In some versions discussed, total value would be $120 over 3. Oh my God! If I'm sorry, if he doesn't take that, that's insane, right? If Max Scherzer doesn't go to the Mets, that's insane. But does he want to be there? He's pitched against them for how long with the Nats? Does he hate the Mets? Does he want to go win a World Series? Listen, real talk. Who's closer to winning a World Series, the Dodgers or the Mets? You know who's closer to winning the World Series. Doesn't matter if you're giving you $40 million. If the Dodgers are going to give you 30 for 2, but you're going to be playing in the World Series, or you're going to be competing for the World Series, that's where you go. Scherzer would be better to come to Toronto. Toronto's not going to give him that money, but Scherzer would be better to come to Toronto. Toronto's closer to competing for the World Series than the Mets. The Mets don't even have a head coach. I'm sorry, my Mets fans that are here, but I'm talking the truth, and I know you agree with me. I applaud all the moves the Mets have made. What they did on Friday was, quite frankly, one of the best free agent days I've ever seen. So I applaud what the Mets did on Friday. But if they can't get Scherzer done at $40 million a season, I mean, the Dodgers can't go there because the Dodgers have this Trevor Bauer contract just sort of a dark cloud hanging over the top of them. The Dodgers need him. Yeah, I talked about it in my Scherzer video that I posted a couple hours ago. And real talk, another reason why I hope Scherzer drags this out for another day or two, I have a Scherzer video up. I would like people to continue to watch that. If he actually makes his decision, my Max Scherzer Final Four video is irrelevant. So if Max could do me the favor and wait, 24 more hours, let's do this again tomorrow. Let Kevin Gausman have tonight. Max Scherzer, you can have tomorrow. And, there we go. I would also love for a Monday with everybody back in, all of the full media guys back in to have a full field day talking about potential with Max Scherzer going to the Mets. Hit that like if this is your favorite time of year. It is my favorite time of year. I am battling the virus. I don't know why I don't want to say it. I know that if you say the word, like YouTube might think that you're putting out information about it and then do something like demonetize or like limit the views. So I don't even want to say the word of the virus that I've got. But we're fighting through and we're excited about Kevin Gausman in here. Jason, thanks, man. Let's see here. Hayden, if you're still here, give me your thoughts. Oh, and we got news. It is not Scherzer, but we have news. Jeff Passan tweeting right now, Jon Gray and the Rangers are finalizing a contract. This is insane right now. It's out of control. It is absolutely out of control what's going on in baseball. This is crazy. And I just hope I don't start to lag. We've been having some lagging issues here with the house. Why am I excited? I'm excited because this stuff just, I love it. I love the transactional stuff. Even if it wasn't Kevin Gausman, if we were just on here talking about, if Max Scherzer's deal to the Mets, I would be excited. So we get Jon Gray going to the Rangers. So the Rangers having a big day today, signing Semien, Gray, and maybe Cole Calhoun. I guess we'll see what happens with Cole Calhoun if he's a good baseball player again next year. So big day for the Rangers. Big day for the Rangers. I told you Rangers need to make a lot of moves. They've done 3. I think they need 3 more. Jon Gray could have a good run with the Rangers. I agree with that. I have blasted the Rockies for how they handled the trade deadline, and I could run that back again. I will spare you all, but I think the Rockies screwed up the trade deadline so badly, and then they gave the GM who did that the full-time job by saying Jon Gray wasn't available because Jon Gray said he wanted to be there and they were going to work out a deal with Jon Gray. Well, where's Jon Gray now? Jon Gray's heading to Texas. 4-year deal is the word. 4 years to the Rangers. So the Rockies are going to lose Story. They're going to lose Jon Gray. They'll get a draft pick for Story. That's great. They could have actually gotten prospects and some legitimate guys that were further along. But, hey, whatever. What are you going to do? Pete Walker's going to do good stuff. Anybody that is down on Kevin Gausman, don't be. This is a good signing. I am a fan of Kevin Gausman. I don't think that he is going to win the Cy Young next year, but you put him in that rotation. I expect good things. I think there are good things coming. I think Kevin Gausman will have a very good season with the Blue Jays. Is he going to win the Cy Young? No. I mean, to go get that guy, we're gonna, we're shelling out more money. I'm okay with it though. I like that Kevin Gausman was on a team last year with the Giants that wasn't supposed to be nearly as good as they were. He was a leader on that team. You got Alex Wood tweeting out that he's one of the best guys that you could play with, and that the Blue Jays got a baller. So you got teammates standing up for him, vouching for him. I'm not worried about that second half dip last year. I think that what you get from him is a guy that's going to have an ERA in the high 2s, has a K rate over 10. I mean, listen, 10.6 last year, 11.9 Ks per 9 in 2019, 11.7 in 2019. He's striking guys out. He's a different pitcher than he was with the Orioles. So that's what we all remember. I know. We remember Kevin Gausman with the Orioles. and he was a laugh, right? He was a good time. When Kevin Gausman was pitching for the Orioles, we were happy about this. This is a different Kevin Gausman, all right? He is a different pitcher, and I love the idea of Pete Walker getting to work with him. Yes, Natalie Cole went to the Rangers right after Semien. I just can't get over the idea of Max Scherzer has a multi-year at $40 million per season, and that deal's not done. What is he waiting for? What salary cap at MLB CJR? It'll never happen. High twos more like high threes? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I'm gonna say high twos to mid to low threes. I think he is a 2.75 to 3.25 pitcher. KD, what do you think about the Jays signing Yimi Garcia? I give it a C. I said this on Twitter. I give it a C, that the Yimi Garcia thing. I've got about 5 guys ahead of Yimi Garcia in the Blue Jays bullpen that I trust, and I look forward to Yimi Garcia working his way into that circle of trust. Okay, that's the way I look at it. Stroman to fill the 5th spot. We got to see what happens with Robbie Ray. If I were to put in preference, I would have Robbie Ray ahead of Marcus Stroman. We got to see what happens with Robbie Ray. I do not think the Blue Jays are dead on Robbie Ray. I'm waiting for that tweet, by the way. I'm waiting for Passan or one of the Blue Jays guys, Wagner or Davidi, somebody like that, to put out there that the Blue Jays are not out on Robbie Ray despite signing Kevin Gausman, because I think they could do both. Hyunjin Ryu is not on the books forever. I think there's 2 more years left with Ryu's contract. Let me double check. Let me fact check myself real quick. Hyunjin Ryu is a free agent at the end of the 2023 season. So 2 more years with Hyunjin Ryu, and then he's done. Then, at that point, you can lock in Bo and Vladdy for long-term deals. Kyle, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I think the animation will pop up in 2 seconds, but I see you. What do the Mariners do now? The Mariners are still in the mix for Trevor Story. They're still in the mix for Chris Bryant. You know, I don't know if this John Gray deal with the Rangers is a precursor to Trevor Story going to the Rangers. You know, maybe Trevor's like, sign my buddy John Gray, and then I'm in. I want to make sure you take care of John. I don't know how close John and Trevor are. Maybe Rockies fans would be able to track that and know that better. But I do think that Bryant or Story, Mariners are going to get it done. Who do I think the Phillies can get? Connor, I've been saying it. I think the Phillies will land one of the 3, Rizzo, Castellanos, or Chris Bryant. I think they'll get one of them. Tyler, does this mean the Giants will pursue Suzuki? I think they'll get on Suzuki no matter what. 5 for 56 is good for the Marlins. It is indeed. It is. I don't think that's what it means, Ian. Oh, let's see here. Mariners need better pitching. They could use some veteran help, but they've also, I kind of like the direction that the Mariners pitching is headed. Sandy City, you like Giants or Red Sox to land Suzuki? Texas did sign John Gray. Spartan Mike, big night for the Rangers. Jays are not out on Ray. I'm with you on that. Is Detroit going to get a shortstop? I think they will. Do I think the Mets get Bryant? We got to see what happens with Scherzer. Listen, if the Mets, after all the moves they made for those 3 bats on Friday, and then they're going to give $40 million a year for Scherzer, if that deal gets done, I think that hurts the chances of bringing on Chris Bryant. 4 for 56 on Gray. Yes, indeed. That is the number. Ultra tough scene. Here's the deal. If you guys see something, I have my Twitter account up here for a reason. Tweet it at me. If that's real, tweet it at me. That's what I need. That's why my Twitter's up there. Follow me, tweet it at me. And if you follow me while we're live, again, I have a rule. I follow you guys back. But that's the deal. There is no word on Robbie Ray. Ray is quiet. Raj, thoughts on the Angels situation? Angels need to bring in 2 more pitchers, in my opinion. They need a closer, and they need to bring in 2 more starters. Yeah, Kyle, we can kind of weed out the fake news because, you know, if unless you tweet it at me, we're not buying it. So that's what you got to do. If there is something about Stroman, you got to tweet it at me. Otherwise, it's just noise. What about Robbie Ray? I'd love to have Robbie Ray back. I do not think that this Gausman deal means Robbie Ray is done. I don't think it's lost money, Mark. I think you're going to be happy with what Kevin Gausman can do. Think about how much the Yankees strike out, and we got a swing and miss pitcher. Love that. The Red Sox strike out a ton. We got a swing and miss pitcher. I love it. And those are the two teams. I mean, and the Rays. The Rays make a lot of contact. We got a guy that throws the splitter. Okay, so we got a guy that's going to throw ground balls to the Rays and then strike out the Yankees and the Red Sox. What's not to be happy about? I'm happy with it. Boris, you want Story or Bryant? Boris, who's your team? Where do you want him? We do have the Sandy Alcantara. Oh, it is a terrible time to have a lockout. But I'll tell you this, Chris, that's why we're having all of this rush of deals, and it's going to continue tomorrow. Usually I go live at 11 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday, just every day. We do a live stream, and I have a feeling tomorrow we're going to be off schedule tomorrow. We're just going to be following the news. We're going to be following the rumors. We'll be popping up all day, so make sure to subscribe and set the alerts so that when we're back live, you can come back in. Rangers are still paying A-Rod. Are they really? That's crazy. I'd see a bunch of you following me. I'll follow you back real quick again. And if you see something, say something. You know, I follow the main guys. I follow the Toronto guys. I follow a bunch of the reporters. But I know I don't follow everybody. You probably follow people I don't. So you might see something that I missed. And the Carlos Baergas of the world. Though I really should be following him after he broke Simeon last year and breaking Yimi Garcia. Would you say Jays are not pursuing Bryant? I would not say that. We haven't heard, but I would not say that is not going to happen. Because, let's see. Chris, you just tweeted at me. This guy had Gausman to the Jays yesterday. Isaac. Yeah, I see that. Yep. He had it. Now, was it a guess? A lot of people can guess. John Gray, $56 million over 4 years. So, listen, the Rangers are doing what they need to do. Bryson, good to see you. And Bills Mafia in the house. Jays got who I wanted them to get. Now they have holes at second and third. What do you feel about Biggio? I like Kevin Biggio getting his job back, second base. Give him the job back. I think Kevin was totally shook last year, losing his spot and then moving to third and then not doing that well at third and losing the spot at the top of the whole thing was a mess for Kevin. Get him back at second base. Get him back focused. Go get a third baseman. Trade for Chapman. Trade for J-Ram. Sign Chris Bryant. Something. Go get a third baseman. JM, I'm all about Biggio at second. I like Espinal's defense, but if we're talking about who has the upside with the bat, it's Cavan. Tons of options left. Definitely Barry. Rangers have signed John Gray. We have talked about that. I think it's what they need to do. Hudson, do you think we can still get Robbie Ray? I do. I do not think they're out on Robbie Ray. I think that there is a good chance that Robbie Ray is back with the Jays. I do not think this deal means no Ray. I think they can still get it done. I think they can still do it. Let me see what's going on here. Mets should let Scherzer pick the manager if he gets the deal done. That's not a bad... Mets, you want to get the deal done? $40 million a year, player manager. Boom, done. There you go. Max Scherzer's your ace, top of the rotation guy, starts himself over DeGrom, pulls DeGrom when he wants to pitch. There you go. Boom, done. Max Scherzer, let Max Scherzer be the head coach, be the manager, and there you go. Done. Gupika, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Who do I think the Astros would get? Apollo? Yeah, I mean, I still think, I don't think they're going to spend big money on any of the other shortstops, not named Correa. So Correa's asking price either comes down or they go and they get someone to fill the gap for a year. No, can't trade Bo. Never. Not going to happen. Never, never, never. Where do I think Stroman signs? There's been some people spamming Cardinals that he's close to the Cardinals. The Cardinals feel like a fit. The Giants feel like a fit. Elliot, good to see you, man. We're good. We are doing very well. Mets offered more for Gausman. Yeah, the word is Mets. The Mets had an offer right there. Same as what the Jays were offering him, and he chose the Blue Jays. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? The future with the Toronto Blue Jays. I know I'm being a homer right now, okay? And for those of you regulars to the channel, I can be decisive. I can take my Blue Jays hat off sometimes. But what's not exciting about this Blue Jays team in the future? What they're building there? It's exciting. You want to be a part of that. The Mets don't have a manager. They don't have a direction right now. It's just, listen. I understand, Mets fans. You feel used. You feel abused by this situation, and I would too. But this is how the negotiations go. You're going to use the big market to get your market to bring the offer up. Blue Jays far behind the Red Sox. Manny, I don't think so. Again, not trying to be a homer. I do not think the Blue Jays are far behind. Not at all. Rotation, Blue Jays. Bullpen, Blue Jays. First base, Blue Jays. Second base, dude, neither of them have a great... I'm going to go second base, Blue Jays. Shortstop, I know you got Bo, you got Xander. They're close. That's a draw, in my opinion. And Red Sox fans, you can think I'm nuts, but I think that's a draw. MLB Matt Rocks, welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Thank you for subscribing. So you're going to think I'm nuts with that. Third base, Devers. Yes, of course. Red Sox have the edge there. Catcher, Shill, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Catcher, what's Christian Vasquez these days? He's a team leader. So's Danny Jansen. So the Blue Jays, okay, have the edge over the Red Sox. Red Sox lineup is far better. Listen, I think Xander Bogaerts is great. I think Rafael Devers is an amazing third baseman. JD Martinez he bounced back in 2021. Yes, he did. But did he bounce back to 2018, 2019, JD? No, he did not. And he didn't opt out. He could have tried to get a multi-year deal somewhere. He didn't opt out. What does he know? I think JD's on the down. And what do you feel good about with the pitching for the Red Sox? How do you feel? Chris Sale, if he's healthy and he's locked in, is a Cy Young pitcher. Yeah, but those are a lot of ifs. I'm not a Nate Eovaldi guy. I never have been. Listen, I'm not saying that the Blue Jays rotation is far and away better than the Red Sox. I'm not saying that. But I do think the Blue Jays have a slight edge. Mr. Millet, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Carmelo, what do I think? Rachel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I'm happy to have you here. Welcome to our community. Toronto has the best home run horn in the league. Hell yeah. The horn? Hell yeah. Love that thing. Let's see. Barry, free agent pitcher Michael Lorenzen and the Angels are in agreement on a 1-year deal. Kevin Gausman, do we have a Gausman Jays Photoshop yet? Not yet. Not yet. But there certainly will be, of course. I don't know if Danny Jansen can step his bat up. Listen, Danny Jansen's a nice catcher. He's been around for a while. I think the team likes him and all that, but dude's got to start hitting. He's going to lose his job. Moreno's coming. Kirk is already here. Kirk's a better hitter. If I had to pick two catchers to move forward with, if they could get something for Danny Jansen, I would rather have Kirk and McGuire moving forward with Moreno right behind him. But Danny Jansen has no value outside of the Blue Jays. Keep Jansen and trade Kirk. I know that's what the talk is. But when you're looking at a return, if the Blue Jays are getting, if they got to put Kirk in a deal for J-Ram, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do that. I would not put Kirk in a deal for any of those Marlins pitchers. That was one of the things thrown out there by some of the media guys, was that Kirk would be involved because Miami needs a catcher, and Kirk would be the piece going to Miami. I wouldn't do that. Let's see. Bryson, Mets 2 fallback guys were Gray and Gausman. They're both gone. Yeah, and I can't think they can't put any more money in front of Max Scherzer at this point. They can't put any more money in front of him. Invader Raptors, for third base, I think I said it before. I'll say it again. Chapman, J-Ram, via trade for one of those two. Go for it. Let's go for it. Try to win the World Series this year. You want to, Jays fans, you want to win the World Series? Resign Robbie Ray. Trade prospects for Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is making like $12 million this year, $13 million next year, or something like that. So you end up in a decent payroll situation. Try to win the World Series next 2 years. Bring Robbie Ray in. You got Kevin Gausman now, so the rotation is set. Maybe you add another bullpen piece if you want to, but you want to win the World Series? Go make that happen. Send away, Jordan Groshans and Alejandro Kirk and Randall Grichuk. I don't know. Send the pieces that you need to send to Cleveland for J-Ram. Make that deal happen. He's your third baseman. Cavan's your second baseman. You bring Robbie Ray back. You go make a run for the World Series. If you want to win the World Series next year, Blue Jay fans, that's the blueprint. That's what you do. Who should the Astros go after if Correa leaves? Listen, it's probably going to be a stopgap guy. It's probably going to be, it's not a sexy name, but it's probably going to be somebody like Andrelton Simmons, or they'll just in-house. They'll replace him in-house. Again, if you see something, this is a big night tonight. We got news breaking left and right. So if you see something, say something. Tweet it at me. I have my Twitter account up here. And be sure to like and subscribe. Shivas, the Grichuk is literally the number one guy who we do not need on the team. Your words, not mine. I can think of a couple more guys that we don't need on the team. But listen, I think Grichuk does carry a little bit of trade value, and I would like to see what they could get for him. We do have John Gray to the Rangers. Should I put it in here? I do see a lot of people coming in with John Gray to the Rangers. I think a lot of people coming in saying John Gray to the Rangers and then dipping out. We do know about that. Baseball Domain, good to see you in. I am in a very, very uncomfortable chair, by the way. I need a new chair. I'm in a terribly uncomfortable chair. So you're going to start to see me fidget a little bit because, dude, it's uncomfortable. I don't know why. I don't hate. I know there's a lot of people that are down on Randall Grichuk. I am not one of those guys. I'm not. Now, would I like an upgrade? Are there better players out there? Yeah, I would like to see if we can work an upgrade out of that. But I don't hate him. I do not hate Randall Grichuk. Trevor Story is underrated. Todd, not here. In my opinion, Trevor Story is top 5 free agent in this class. I would rather have Story over almost all the other shortstops. Yeah. I'm not underrating Trevor Story. I have heard the Story thing, Evan. We have heard that Trevor Story is still in the mix, even though the Rangers signed Marcus Semien. They are not done, and they can't be done. They need to make more moves. Didn't the Dodgers dominate Gausman every start? That was Descalfani. If I remember right, doing my previews, I think Gausman did okay. It was Descalfani who really struggled against the Dodgers. Descalfani got ripped every single time out. I had like 6 starts against the Dodgers and an ERA of like 20. So it was Descalfani that was getting absolutely blasted by the Dodgers. I don't think it was Gausman. I did do some playoff previews back in October and looked at the splits, looked at the head-to-head matchups for that series, and I'm pretty sure that was just Descalfani. Let me see something here. This is not going to work. It's going to crash the system. All right, I'm going to close it. Don't need the lag on here because I'm trying to load a player page. Definitely don't need that. John Gray to the Rangers. Yes, we are aware. Is there a way? I feel like trying to do something. Just to help, just to curb some of that. There we go. We good now? I think we're good. We'll add to this with more news. If anything else happens, we will add to it. Cole Calhoun, we do finally have some dollars on him. 1 year, $5.2 million with an option for 2023. I see Peter mentioning something. Can confirm, barring a last-minute change, Tigers will non-tender Matthew Boyd. Wow, not surprised. So that's the other thing that's coming up, guys, is the tender deadline. And thank you for tweeting that to me, Peter. The non-tender situation is going to be out there. There will be players that don't get contracts, just don't get one, that are in their arbitration years and are just, it happened to Schwarber last year. It happened to Rosario last year. Look what happened with those two. You think teams would think twice about this. But it does look, Jason Beck tweeting, and thank you, Peter, because I don't follow Jason, that they're going to non-tender Matthew Boyd, which is an interesting name. Matthew Boyd, one-time Blue Jay, went to the Tigers. Matthew Boyd last year, the strikeout numbers were down, but so is his ERA. So Matthew Boyd could be an interesting name that's out there. The problem is he'd be non-tendered right at the last second. So you would have to be in on him right away to get him before the deadline. So not a surprise. I looked at the Tigers rotation. It didn't look like there was any more room for Matthew Boyd, so he looks like he's on the way out. How much would Gausman stats be effective pitching in AL East offensive ballparks, DH instead of a pitcher? So I was talking about it earlier. Big piece to Gausman's game is swing and miss stuff, okay? 95th percentile on his whiff rate. Swing and miss stuff. That's big. That's key. You got a Yankees team that strikes out a ton. You think Joey Gallo's ever going to get a hit against Kevin Gausman? No way. So you got a situation where he's got swing and miss stuff going up against the Yankees and Red Sox. And then the Rays, who we know, they're not going to strike out as much. He's got the split finger that he can work and try to get the ground balls. So I'm okay. I think he'll be fine. And we do have the Lorenzen. I'm not going to add the Lorenzen to the I'm not going to add Lorenzen to the text box. 10-11 on the East. John Heyman tweeting out a minute ago, Mets seem heartened and hopeful about the prospects of landing Max Scherzer. Dodgers pessimistic, at least at the moment. So we will watch that. Dodgers feeling pessimistic about landing Scherzer. So what's the holdup? Is there a mystery team in the mix? The Angels are not going to go to that dollar amount, so the Angels are out. Okay, you're talking $40 million is on the table from the Mets. The Angels are out. The Angels can't do that. They've got all the money wrapped up into Mike Trout. They got a ton of money. Justin Upton, his contract sitting there. The Rendon contract. The Angels cannot do that for Max Scherzer. So Max Scherzer to the Angels, that's dead. So it's really, I guess it's Dodgers and Mets, and the Dodgers are feeling pessimistic at the moment. Can the Jays still afford Ray Kung Fury? I do believe they can. I'm not giving up hope on Robbie Ray to the Blue Jays. I think that is still in play. I'm quite frankly waiting for that tweet from somebody. I can't believe nobody has gotten through to somebody with the Blue Jays and asked that question. Shivas, I don't think Edwin is officially retired. But we knew last year he wanted to try to find a team and get to 500 home runs, but when the NL did not bring the DH back, that was it. David, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Tyler, Giants are probably the mystery team on Scherzer. Potentially. Just a 2-year deal for $40 million. I mean, the Giants, yeah, you got to think they could pull that off. It'd be tough. And who knows? That $40 million, that could be fake. Listen, the reporter who put it out there might trust his source, but that could just be fake news to try to get the Dodgers or the Giants to get the offer up. Michael, do you think Kenley will be a good fit for Toronto? I don't think they're going to go Kenley Jansen. I don't think they're going to spend that money, that big money on a closer, especially when they feel comfortable with Jordan Romano. I know that for a fact. They feel very comfortable with Jordan Romano. They're not going to go spend that money on Jansen. Jacob Tui subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new, just finding the channel, make sure to subscribe. Stay close to the channel for breaking news. Juan, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. When news breaks, we go live. We were live earlier for Marcus Semien. We're live now. If Scherzer does something, we will go live when Scherzer signs. This is not just a Blue Jays channel, though I am a Blue Jays fan. I love to talk Blue Jays. Joel Sherman tweeting, the Mets are making progress with Max Scherzer. Have heard not final, though. Deal might be for as much as 4 years. Holy God. We're really going to do 4 years at $40 million a year? Unbelievable. I can't. Dude, no. No! Mets, no. Walk away right now. Walk away right now. Why would the Mets go spend that much money on Max Scherzer when Robbie Ray's hanging out there? That's insane. For 4 years? Okay. Listen. Oh, boy. That's insane. That's insane. Wow. Hassan, I don't think they would do that either because Iglesias is going to cost big money. Iglesias turned down the qualifying offer. Scott Hammerling, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Thank you for joining our community. Appreciate to have you here. Scherzer is entering his age 38 season, I believe it is. So if you go 4, you're going to 42. What? They are desperate, but you can't. Mets, no, don't do this. Don't do it. Mets, yes, okay, you're desperate, but don't do this. Hang up the phone. Somebody get the alcohol away from Steve Cohen. Take Billy Epler's phone away from him. They're drunk texting again. Stop it. Get it away from them. They can't do this. This would be terrible. Crow 2K5 Draven, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Seriously, get the alcohol out of the room. Take the phones away because they're drunk texting again. This they can't do this. Trevor Mason, thank you for subscribing. This would be terrible if they do that. Ben, we're hearing from Joel Sherman that it is progress being made, could be for as much as 4 years if it gets done. The Dodgers feeling pessimistic because, of course, the Dodgers are not going to go $40 million a year for 4 years. No way. No way would the Dodgers do that. The Mets, come on. You want to sign some other people too, right? Like, this isn't it. If the free agency haul, thank you, Ben, for subscribing. If the free agency haul is Scherzer, Starling Marte, Escobar, and Canna, that's okay, but that's not enough. You understand that, right? Oh, boy. Do Mets think they're in a window to win? They obviously do. Listen, you can't do Scherzer and then you got no more money left. Oh, man. Whoo. The Dodgers, listen, the Dodgers could always fall back because why don't the Dodgers, maybe you get a Kershaw reunion. Maybe you get Robbie Ray to come west. You got Marcus Stroman out there. There are other options. Do the Mets not understand that there are other options that are 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 years younger than Max Scherzer? Don't do it. Holy cow. No. Dude, it's not even 20. They're talking 40 million, Shivas. 40 million. We're talking 4 years. That's insane. That makes Kevin Gausman look like the steal of the season. The steal of the offseason, if that's what happens. Oh, no. Not if this deal goes down. Brent and Linda Duff. Baez ain't going back to the Mets if they got $40 million sunk on top of everything else they just spent on Friday. No. Miss Lethal, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. I'm happy to have you here. Do you think Toronto go after Chris Taylor, possibly with Simeon gone? Maybe. Maybe. I hope they don't get... I don't want them to give him a ton of money. But I do think that. Meyer, let's go Mets. Dude. Oof. Oh, man. This is just great. This is so much fun. If you're not having fun right now, Mosiah, you got the Castillo. We heard about the Angels in conversations about a potential Luis Castillo situation. We'll see what happens there. I hope the Angels don't give up much because Luis Castillo, you want to talk about a pitcher who was bad last year? Dude led the league in walks. Not good. Steve, thank you for the plug there. Yes, hit that like if this is one of your favorite times of the year. It is for me. So make sure to hit that like, stay close to the channel, subscribe, hit the alerts. We're talking baseball all day long. We're talking baseball all the time. This is what I do, guys. This is what I do all day long. I have no other job but this. So you can feel confident that you subscribe here. We're going to be here for a while. All right, this is what I do. Does anyone else think that Max will play 1 year or two and then retire? Not if he's got the $80 million more sitting on the books with the Mets. Oh, my God. Daniel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Oh, dude, right. Baseball Domain. It was coming. We saw this coming. The only thing that sucks is that this lockout is looming. That's terrible. If we do have a lockout, make sure to follow my Twitch channel, Ballcap Sports TV, because here and there, I'll probably just be streaming MLB The Show 21. Or we'll just make shit up and pretend that everything's fine. One or the other. You choose. I'm sad that Gausman from the Giants. You know, that's what's important right there. Matthew, there's a lot of San Francisco Giants fans that are sad that he's leaving. Okay, so that will tell you something. There are a lot of Giants fans that are sad that Gausman is leaving. We are at 13.1 on the sub count. Yes, thank you. We are 13.15. We keep on climbing on our way to who knows whatever number it is. High ceiling. We're just going for it. I'm praying the Mets don't get Scherzer. Matthew, are you a Mets fan? Praying that you don't get the Mets don't get Scherzer. So you don't want him. Matthew, are you a Mets fan? Cohen is drunk out of his mind. That's what I'm saying, Nick. Clear the liquor cabinet. Take the phone away. They're drunk texting again. They're doing it wrong. Meyer Lansky just subscribed. Meyer, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Sad Gausman is leaving. My rival will now be getting a high-value pitcher. Steve Phillips says he doesn't think the Jays are still in on Ray with the Gausman signing. Where have you seen that? Where have you seen that? I think Steve Phillips is probably just going on his gut. I don't think he's connected to anybody. Mark, how many parks have I been to? Maybe half of them. You want Marte instead of Ramirez, Jamie? I mean, you got an extra year on that contract. I think J-Ram when healthy is top 10 player in all of baseball. Jack Morris just subscribed. Blackjack, thank you for subscribing. Blackjack Morris, going back to the Twins days. Ace of the Twins, ace of the Tigers. Not the Jack Morris version that's broadcasting now, saying stuff, getting himself into trouble. Let's see. Is there anything new? Again, guys, so you saw that on MLB trade rumors. Is that where? Mark Feinsand tweeting out a minute ago, why the crazy rush of deals this weekend? Multiple executives believes that if deals aren't agreed to by tomorrow night, it's unlikely they can get complicated with physicals, language, etc. by Wednesday night when the CBA is set to expire. Could be a crazy 24 hours. It's going to get crazier than this? Oh, God, please bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Jays don't need J-Ram. Now, they don't need him, but I was saying this earlier. You want to go and be a World Series contender like that? You re-sign Robbie Ray, you trade for Jose Ramirez. The Blue Jays are in title contention. Okay? That's not me being a Jays fan. That is what it is. That lineup with J-Ram, the rotation with the Cy Young winner from this year, Gausman with what he can be, Barrios with what he can be, Ryu, the number 4. Guys, there we go. That's it. Jays want to win the World Series. That's what you do. Matthew, Mets need Rodon, Ray, but see, that's the thing. Matthew with the good call there, okay? I get worked up about I forget about it. Yeah, there's some really good starting pitchers that are still available, and the Mets are backing up the truck for a pitcher. Remember, in the World Series, had dead arm. Remember that? That's who you're going to go back up the truck for $40 million? He had dead arm in the World Series. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mets. What would you need to trade Ramirez? William Fellows, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Thank you for joining our community. Appreciate that. What would you need to trade Ramirez? I mean, you're going to have to give him a ton of prospects. You probably got to give up, maybe Gurriel, Kirk, a top 10 prospect, the top 20 prospect. You probably got to give him 4 or 5 players and some good stuff. If you don't give him Gurriel, then you probably got to give him 2 top 5 prospects. But I still do it. Listen, if you're new to the channel, you don't know this about me. If you've been here for a while, you do know this about me. Who remembers Lastings Millage? Mets fans, do you remember Lastings Millage? Blue Jays fans, do you remember Travis Snyder? How many busts have there been of your top prospects? I understand Vladdy hits, Bo hits, Gurriel hits, the prospects hit that hit. But how many prospects just completely flame out or don't come near to their potential? I am a fan of getting the proven product, especially if that proven product is a top 10 player in all baseball. That's right, Kyle. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, the Mets, again, Cohen, it's too late. Cohen should be in bed. Somebody needs to take Billy Epler's phone away. We know Sandy Alderson's asleep. Don't do it. Don't do it. You've got Rodon. You've got Ray. You've got Stroman. All right, there's sort of the top crop of pitchers that's available. If you want to get the veteran, the playoff veteran pitcher, you've got Kershaw. And then there's always trades. You could trade for Luis Castillo or Sonny Gray, or Oakland is trying to give away starting pitchers. I see the talk about Alcantara getting his extension. Yes, he got his extension. Pablo Lopez could be available via trade. Go do that. Don't set your franchise back. Just don't do it. Oh, man, don't do it. It's almost like because they have the money, they're just doing the wrong thing. Baseball Domain loving the Yankees playing cheap and not signing anyone. I think you're on a small island there, Baseball Domain. I think there's a lot of Yankee fans that are going nuts that there has not been a signing. A lot of Yankee fans that want the signings to happen. Nick, Sports says, do you think the Giants will get another catcher rather than Joey Bart? Well, the problem is the free agent pool is rather shallow this offseason. There's not a lot of good catchers available. Manny Pena is gone. Pedro Severino is gone. Those are 2 of the better ones. Now, you can still have Yan Gomes. But I think they're probably going to try to roll with Kirk Casale and Joey Bart. I think they will do that. I don't think they want to go out and do anything. You'll probably have a situation where 2022 will start with guys like Wilson Ramos and Jose Lobaton and Robinson Chirinos, Kurt Suzuki sitting out there, hanging out on the beach looking for a team. So those kind of guys you can get. You got to give Bart a shot. Kirk Casale's not bad. So I think they roll with that. Matt says he really got under Cohen's skin, and now he's just showing off. Yeah, maybe. What do you think plan B is for the Dodgers? We talk about the starting pitchers that are out there. Maybe they get into a Kershaw return. It looked like there wasn't going to be one, but if Scherzer's gone, maybe they bring Kershaw back. Carlos Rodon is out there. Robbie Ray, Marcus Stroman. There's still some good names out there that could go to the Dodgers. And again, the Dodgers already have a 1 and a 2 with Buehler and with Arias, so they could go and just fill up. Maybe they go and they get Kikuchi. Maybe they go get Pineda. Maybe they go. There's other things that they could do. The Dodgers have options. Dustin May should be back at some point next year. You like him. You eventually got to give Tony Gonsolin a shot. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. I'd also expect another Jays move before the end of tomorrow. Me too, baseball domain. I don't think they're done. I think they're trying to get some stuff done. Joel Sherman tweeting a couple minutes ago, I'm surprised the Mets are in a game late with Scherzer. Last week, every exec and agent I asked said he'd go to a West Coast team. Still could happen, but the Mets have crashed the party. In serious competition again, the strong expectation is this is settled no later than tomorrow. Think about what happened with Mats and the Mets. There's no way Cohen wants this to go through the night, right? Like, Cohen and Epler have to have a desire to get this thing done tonight. Baseball domain, thoughts on Chris Prine as a Blue Jay? I'm all for it. I think that Chris Prine, now I know he likes to play in the outfield, but if the Blue Jays have a need for third base, which I think they do, and they want to try to replace that production from Marcus Semien, and they don't want to trade for Chapman or Jose Ramirez, then Chris Bryant is a great option. Too many righties on the Jays, Jamie. Yeah, no, that's a good call. That's why I like Jose Ramirez, because he's a switch hitter. You get the lefty bat. There are not a ton of really elite lefty options that fit what the Blue Jays are looking for. Obviously, first base, you got a couple lefties. Paul, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. You've got Freddie Freeman. You got Anthony Rizzo, first baseman, though. And you got Vladdy there. Owen, I see your super chat. How late am I streaming until I either pass out or lose my voice? I really want to be here to see what happens with this Scherzer. So I don't know, at least another half hour, at least. Pineda to the Giants or the Diamondbacks. Pineda would be a nice move for the Giants. But thinking about the lefty bats, Brad Miller is one that maybe they could get on the cheap. Rosenthal tweeting. Come on. So Rosenthal, growing indications that Scherzer is headed to the Mets. Sources tell The Athletic. New York Mets making progress per Joel Sherman. Okay, come on, Ken. We saw that from Joel Sherman 17 minutes ago. Ken, keep your phone close, man. I mean, come on. That was out from Joel Sherman 17 minutes ago. That's not new. Okay. We know that. We knew that already. Could you see the Seager brothers playing together on the same team? Peter, potentially. But I think that it's a long shot. Andrew, what do you think about John Gray? Because I'm a Rangers fan. I like John Gray. I think that he will have a career year next year. I think he's a good pitcher. I think that he is going to have a career year next year. That's what I think is going to happen. 4 teams, AL East, 90-plus wins. You betcha. The American League East is going to be insane next year. We will see. It's not official yet, but the indications from Joel Sherman are that they're getting close. Okay, that was 17 minutes ago. My question is, what's the holdup if it's $40 million a year? What's the holdup? This happened last year, right? This happened last year. We've been down this road before. Why would Bryant want to go to Toronto? That will be the thing. If he can go somewhere and be an outfielder, he might not want to do it. But we talked about this, I don't know, however long ago. The Blue Jays are an exciting team. You want to go to Toronto. Gausman had his choice between the Mets or the Blue Jays. He chose the Blue Jays. So you want to go to the Toronto Blue Jays. That's what's up. That's why he would want to play with the Blue Jays. I do like the idea of Baseball Domain of Matt Boyd being sort of a late, cheap pickup. That would be a great deal. Dulcimeris, Michael Lorenzen wants to become a two-way player for the Angels. I mean, that's the place to go. They'll let you do it. Nobody else will let you do it. Alex Scherzer's okay, hold on. We got a tweet from Mark Feinsand. I'm told the Mets are making a hard push for Max Scherzer, though one source described the situation as fluid. With the other team still involved, if Mets do indeed go fourth year, as Sherman suggested, it's possible that could get it done. $40 million a year. Oof. I mean, it's just it's not smart. Eric, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. Thank you for joining our community. Ray is saying 5 at 125. It's going to be, so Ray's going to be a little bit more than Gausman was. Obviously, Robbie Ray coming off the Cy Young season. You got to think in a year younger. So I could see Robbie Ray trying to get 6 years. We'll see what happens with Robbie Ray. But I got to think that it's in the ballpark. The AAV, we're looking at about $22 million a year is the AAV for Gausman to the Blue Jays. So I could see Robbie Ray being a little bit higher, but in the same ballpark is my feeling on that. Matty Ice, the Rangers still have more big moves to make according to the local reporter Story and Kershaw to the Rangers. We know they're still kicking the tires on Trevor Story, even after the semi. We have seen that. What they do next, we are waiting to see. Brian can go back to Chicago, play. I don't know if anyone's going back to Chicago. Guys, we're 29 subscribers away from 13,200. I like round numbers. Again, if you've been here a while, you know me about that. If you haven't, I like round numbers, right? I like my likes in chunks of 10s and 20s and 30s and 50s. If you haven't subscribed yet, let's try to get 29 new subs. We're at 13,171. I'd love to get to 13,200. That'd be 200 new subs in the last 2 hours. That'd be awesome. Best closer option for Phillies? Well, there's some close. Dude, you could go out and get Kenley Jansen. You could get Raisel Iglesias. You could go and trade for Craig Kimbrell. There's lots of options. Oh, and with the super chat, thoughts on what the Rangers are doing this offseason? Well, they had so much money spent. They only had one player that didn't have a contract or that was on contract beyond 2022. That was Jose Leclerc. So they're spending the money that they had. They had a ton of money hanging out there, and they're spending it. Johnny Cage, we don't. If DeGrom can stay healthy, and we've seen the Mets collapse. Scherzer doesn't sign tonight. It'll be a repeat of Bauer. I do think so, man. I mean, we've seen this before. It looked like it was Bauer. It was the Mets. It was a done deal. It was going down. And then all of a sudden, it just... I'm saying... Jays drafted Prine 18th round, didn't sign him, so there might be some animosity. Cubs drafted number 2. Maybe. We'll see. Hope the Mets get Scherzer so the Jays have better chances with Ray. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I mean, if Scherzer goes to the Dodgers, then the Mets will most certainly back the truck up for Robbie Ray. They should be doing that anyway. I don't understand why they're not making a push for Robbie Ray. No notifications for it. I don't know why, but 11 new subs in the last minute. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I have no idea why the alerts didn't go for that. So all of the new subscribers in the last minute or two, thank you. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Welcome to our community that we're building. We're growing here. Make sure to hit that like, too. I don't even know what we're at. Can anybody give me an update on the likes? I don't have it in front of me, and I feel like if I open it on my computer, I'm going to make this thing lag. We are holding this thing together with rubber bands, duct tape, toothpicks, all that good stuff. They don't want to get rid of their pick. Right, Chris Bryant. Well, Chris Bryant was traded, so there's no qualifying offer attached to Chris Bryant. Brandon, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. I see Jensen signing as a J. Pedro. I just can't see it. I don't see it because I know that this organization, Jeff, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I don't see it because I know this team loves Jordan Romano. And I don't think they want to put him back. I think they stick with it. 233, awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm not even going to ask you to pump up the likes. Thank you for hitting the like, those of you that have. Love it. If Scherzer lands on the Mets, Giants should pursue Robbie Ray. No doubt about it. If the Mets get Scherzer, the Robbie Ray sweepstake picks up. And maybe Robbie Ray's waiting. Maybe Robbie Ray is waiting for that to happen because then he will go and sign with somebody to jack that up. Thank you guys for giving me the update with the count. 241. Thank you, Krong. Thank you, everybody. I do like the idea, G-Man, of trading for Jose Ramirez. I think they could do it. I'd prefer go after Rodon as our number 5, left-handed pitcher. You could go on. Rodon would be nice. Listen, I think we all, Jays fans, would love Robbie Ray to be back. If he is not, I think there are still other options out there. Peter, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Happy to have you here. Welcome. Thank you for joining our community. Everybody that is subscribing, make sure that you also hit the alerts so you know when we come back live. Typically, I go live Monday through Friday, 11 in the morning. Tonight with breaking news. We're on now. As things happen, as things break, we come on, we go live. I want you guys to have a place where you can come and we can talk about what's going on. You guys are Ball Cap Nation. This is you guys. If you guys weren't here, I would be off, sleeping. Reed, thank you for the super chat. It is going to pop up in a second. Thank you very much for that donation, buddy. Rodon would be way cheaper. He would be. Jamie, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Thank you. You're good. A good call, though. Rodon would be cheaper. And it would be interesting to see Rodon. And listen, Carlos Rodon had a very nice season last year. It'd be interesting to see him working with Pete Walker. Anybody that can come in and start working with Pete Walker. I love it. I love it. J-Ram will not move until the trade deadline. It's likely. But the Indians, the Guardians, whatever you want to call them, they would be wise to trade him now. Because they will get more now for 2. Whoever's trading him is getting 2 seasons, not 1 season and 2 months. Trade him now. You're not going to be able to re-sign him. Artsy Pictures, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Thank you for subscribing. Gausman is a good deal. I love the 5 for 110, 22 AAV. And again, we haven't seen the actual yearly breakout, but it could be, 18 and 18 and then 22 and 22 and then 26. Like, it could be these first couple years are on a friendly, on a team-friendly direction. Baseball Domain, Jays will have a new third baseman before the season. Biggio will play second. That's what I'm talking about. I'm all for that. Let's do it. 258. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for the count. Guys, it's been quiet. It's like 10 minutes now, and we haven't heard anything from anybody. What's going on? You know that something's coming then. Something is coming. Hang with us. Stay here. Something's got to be coming. It's been quiet. Feinstein tweeted 8 minutes ago. Rosenthal tweeted something 10 minutes ago that Sherman had tweeted 15 minutes before that, so it's gotten quiet. And like I say, there's no way Cohen wants this to go through the night. If the Mets don't get the deal done tonight, I don't think he goes to the Mets. If the Mets don't get it done tonight, I think he ends up with the Dodgers. Reed, Gausman, a great deal. I'm with you, buddy. The Gausman deal could end as a steal of a contract by the end of it. Yeah, telling me. No doubt about that. Hope Gray does well in Texas. Going to miss him. John Gray, you know what? I'm really surprised that things didn't work out better with John Gray and the Rockies. Really thought that there was going to be there. Nolan, thank you for the update. 262. This is, Mark, I'm telling you, I think this is the calm before the storm. And I apologize, guys. There's like a minute delay. You guys type it, and I see it like 30 seconds to a minute later. So, trust me, I'm reading what you guys are talking about. I'm coming up with my own thoughts. But you guys, I appreciate you. Again, you guys are Ball Cap Nation. You are the engine that drives this thing. Did the Giants ever... Do the Giants need another... Oh, sorry. Romo. Giants need another top of the rotation pitcher. You are right. Jeff, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cat Nation. Thank you for joining our community. I'm glad you're here. Marco, I want a great for the Mets. That's one of the problems. I feel like I'm yelling. I feel like everybody can hear me upstairs. That's one of the problems with them so focused on Max Scherzer is Gausman's gone and John Gray's gone. Tell me this. How much did Gausman go for? About $20 million a year. How much did Gray go for? What was the number on Gray? I don't remember the number on Gray. You could have had Gausman and Gray, better deals, younger players, for less AAV than you're looking to give Max Scherzer. I'll just say that and just let that marinate for a second. MS7 plays Scherzer, maybe. Maybe. There could be a mystery team in the mix. Squirrel, I can't read that. Yimi Garcia to the Blue Jays, good move. Again, I said it earlier, I give it a C. I think that there's about 5 guys in that bullpen that I trust, and I'm looking forward to Yimi Garcia working his way into that circle of trust. I don't trust him yet. Yimi Garcia's been very up and down in his career. If we get the good Yimi Garcia, great. If we don't, then goodbye. Short leash on him. Gray was 64 mil. Let's see. Ken Rosenthal tweeting, possible Dodgers could lose Max Scherzer and Corey Seager. Rangers remain in the mix for Seager. Sources tell The Athletic. Already have reached agreements today with Simeon, Calhoun, and Gray. Trevor Story also possible if Rangers... Guys, is there a real chance that between now and tomorrow night that the board could be cleared? Are we seriously looking at Scherzer, Story, Seager, all of these deals coming in before that 12-1 deadline? That's crazy. What are we going to talk about in December? Literally, we're going to start playing the show. So if you like the show, make sure you subscribe and, what hand here? Right there. The Twitch account. Make sure to follow me on Twitch if you have a Twitch account. Ohms, what's the Jays cap situation after the Gausman deal? Let's say they sign for 25. What do they have left to make other moves? I'm going to have to look at that, Ohms. And that is a fantastic question. Tez Go Crazy TM, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Ian Jeffrey, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our community. I'm glad to have you here. Ohms, it's in good shape. The money that they gave to Simeon last year is basically what they'll be giving Gausman. So if we're looking at the payroll going up, the money that they gave to Simeon last year is now going to Gausman. That washes, okay? You don't have that Matt's contract anymore. The Robbie Ray contract was what? It was $11 million, I think. So you still could. I know you're paying Barrios more, okay? So we know the payroll's going up. It has to go up because there's a lot of players entering arbitration, leaving that pre-arbitration stage. So they've got to. It's got to go up because last year they paid Vladdy like $500,000. This year Vladdy's going to make like $6 million. So the payroll has to go up. But you have the Tulo money coming off the books, Simeon's money coming off the books. That gets repurposed to Gausman. You've still got the, call it between Matz and Ray last year, another 15 to 20 million sitting out there, and the payroll is going to be rising. They're in good shape. Long way of putting it, they're still in good shape. Pedro, Dodgers fan. In Adam, Andrew Friedman, we trust. Dodgers fans, do you feel, are you playing a game of chicken with the Mets? Are you in a staring contest with the Mets and that dollar amount? Is that $40 million real, or is that being floated out there by Max Scherzer's people to try to get that Dodgers offer up? I mean, don't forget that Trevor Bauer contract is certainly looming in the background. They were unable to get that decided during the season. He just kept getting put on administrative leave. They kicked the can down the road. So you still have Bauer who can opt in to his contract. What's going to happen? That money is out there. That's real. We can try to get Ryu off the books. Perry, Ryu's only got 2 more years anyway. He's got 2 more years. structure the contract so that they kind of ramp up and you're in a good spot. Reuse off the books in 2 years anyway. Cano coming back affects the Mets as well. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. No, that's old. That's nothing new. Baseball Domain tweeting at me. The Ken Rosenthal, I see that. Yep. Again, I have my Twitter account up here. If you see something, say something. Follow me on Twitter. And if you see something, tweet it at me. And again, I have a rule. If you follow me while we are here live streaming, I'll follow you back. So, boom, there we go. Let's see, a lot of Twitter spaces going on right now as well. This is a baseball night, guys. You got Twitter spaces all over the place. You got, I know a couple of my buddies on YouTube are live streaming, or at least they were live streaming when I started live streaming. I'm assuming they're still going. So, big night tonight. What moves do I think the Red Sox should make? Well, I think they need to bring in somebody to compete for that closer role. Matt Barnes isn't cutting it. I think you need to do something there. The offense, listen, a Chris Taylor type makes sense. Somebody that's versatile. You can put in the infield or in the outfield. That makes sense. I'd like you guys to add a little depth to the rotation. And I think that I'd love Schwarber. I think Schwarber back for the Red Sox would be a great move. A.J. Pollock for Ryu and Grichuk. I don't think they're going to do that. Tyler, Giants are playing quiet and have a ton of money to spend. Well, they were in the mix for Gausman. So I guess the question is, are they going to try to repurpose that money? Are we going to get a bomb from one of these guys saying, Robbie Ray to the Giants or Carlos Rodon to the Giants? We don't know. That's the situation we're in right now. Is that with this CBA going down like it is, stuff's happening. Shivas, do you think Trevor Bauer ever coming back? I don't know, man. I don't know. Steve Shesak for the Red Sox. That'd be cool. I'd love to see Joe Kelly back in Boston. I think that would just be a good move. Ottavino's a free agent. Go and get Joe Kelly back. Would I trade Groshans, Gunnar, and Kirk for Ramirez? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. But we keep Gurriel? Yeah, I would. Sign me up for that. I would do it. What is next? I think we got more coming, guys. I don't think tonight's done. Whether it's Scherzer, we keep hearing talk about the Rangers still trying to get something done. Rosenthal talking about just sort of planting the seed that the Dodgers could lose out on Seager. Could you imagine? Losing them both, that'd be crazy. Unbelievable night tonight. This is fun. It's exciting. I hope you guys are excited. If you're excited about it, then you're in the right place because I love this stuff. This is great. The only thing that's sort of a dark cloud on it is that the CBA expires and there's going to be a lockout. That's the only thing that is going to be a disappointment. But and the news is just going to dry up. But hopefully, we will, we'll be able to. They can get that thing done. I will be obviously keeping my ear to the ground with that thing, with the CBA. So CBA, if you want to know what's going on with the CBA, stay close to the channel. We're going to be watching it. What moves are the Cubs going to make, Andrew? I think the Cubs are going to make moves that sort of bolster the team, add depth. I don't think they go crazy on any big free agents, but I think they go and get some guys that can fill out the team. It's not exciting. It's not sexy. It's not what you want to hear, but players that they can also then maybe trade at the deadline to bring some more prospects in. I think the Cubs, it's a transition year. They'll start looking at making a move to win the Central after the season. I think 2022 is not going to be a great year for the Cubs, but I don't expect them to be down for long. Trevor Bauer to the Pirates for $35 an hour. Maybe working the concession stand. I see where you're going with that, Shivas. Sign Joe Kelly, trade for Ketel Marte. Brandon, are you talking about for Boston? Because we were talking about Kelly in Boston. Baby Yoda, Blue Jays would have probably gone to the World Series had they gotten. Oh, dude, totally. I'm with you, man. They were that close. Think about all the time George Springer missed at the beginning of the year that could have resulted in a win or two. Think about the error of Marcus Semien. The Gold Glove, Marcus Semien, the error when he spiked the ball in front of Vladdy. It would have been the final out of the game. They were one win away from forcing that playoff. The walkathons with the bases loaded. They lost 2 games that way. You clean those things up, and they're in the playoffs. Without that the play-in game, they'd still have to be in the wild card game. But they were close. They were close. What do we got? Morosi tweeting, Max Scherzer and the Mets are close to finalizing a multi-year deal. Oh, let's see what it is, man. What will it be? What will it be? In the chat, comment, what do you think? What is it going to be? Let's update the text. Let's see. Breaking. Let's go. Gausman to Rangers. Scherzer and Mets close. And John Gray to the Rangers. And we're going to have to squeeze that in a little bit. All right. Scherzer and Mets are close. Let's see. Can they get it done? Oh, my God. They did. They against my best advice, whoever is there, the manager, who manages these people, watches these people, they're letting them freewheel it. I don't believe it. Unbelievable. I can't. It's 40 minutes. Give me the years. Tell me the years. Are we doing 3 or 4? Are we doing 3 or 4? Oh my God! Again, I will tell you, you will be Mets fans. You'll be excited, but there's going to be a hangover. All right, it's like going out, getting blitzed. You feel good. You're having fun. You're feeling like you're on cloud 9. You wake up the next morning and you're saying, I'm never doing that again. The problem is it's going to potentially be a $160 million mistake if it goes for 4 years. I will remind you that Carlos Rodon, Robbie Ray, Marcus Stroman are still out there. And they're going to go with Scherzer. And it's not enough. We looked at the Mets rotation. It's not enough, just Max Scherzer. So do they have the money to go out there and get the other pieces? It's not enough. We already looked at this. It's not enough. I'm going to pull up the Mets rotation here. It ain't enough. Okay? This is the rotation if you add. So with Max Scherzer, if this goes down, you've got Scherzer and DeGrom. Great. Absolutely fantastic. And then Walker. I think you like Walker. Okay. You like Taijuan Walker. If you're a Mets fan, that's cool. Carlos Carrasco. How you feeling about that? Peterson. McGill. I think they just. It doesn't get fixed with just Scherzer if that's what happens. Good call, Baby Yoda, on Manoah. So listen, DeGrom and Scherzer, that's great. But for this much money, I don't know if they could do anything else. If they spend that much money on Scherzer, I'm just saying, man, I can't. If it's that much money, I'm basically refreshing this thing. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Again, if you're new, just find the channel. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that like. Stay close to the channel. Hit the alerts because when this stuff happens, we go live. We talk about it. I want you guys to have a place where you can come and react with me. You guys are Ball Cap Nation. You are who I'm doing this for. I'm glad that you're here. Jeremy, the bias thing is fascinating. Franklin, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I appreciate you. I'm glad to have you here. Rockies Now. Good to see you back, Rockies Now. Still a lot of great players available. Going to be a fun night. Really is. And again, talking about players available, Mets, Steve Cohen, Billy Epler, you don't need to do 4 for 40. Oh, exactly, CC Gaming. You cannot let Steve Cohen drink and drive this franchise into the ground. Mets fans, It's exciting, but think about what's happening. Think about what's happening. He's going to be in his age. Let me double check this. Age 37 season. Age 37 season for Max Scherzer. Last year was awesome, okay? When he went to the Dodgers, you put him in a competing situation. He was great. So we're not taking that away. But you're entering his age 37 season. How many years does he have left? If you're giving him a 4-year deal, you're going to age 41 for a guy whose arm was falling off in the world in the NLCS. I know I said it wrong earlier. A couple of you guys corrected me on that. It wasn't the World Series, it was the NLCS. He was dead armed in the NLCS and was not able to help the team. That's what you're gonna get. I don't know. When does Correa sign? Correa could sign before tomorrow night, before Tuesday morning. Virginia, yep. We're not ducking the Gausman second half of the season, but what we do like about Gausman is he pitched on a contender. He was important. He was an important piece to that team. The pressure was on his shoulders, and he stepped up to it. He's a swing and miss kind of pitcher, 95 percentile with his whiff rate. The Yankees strike out a ton. The Red Sox strike out a bunch. So you get those two teams swinging and missing. And then with the Rays, he's got that splitter, and you're going to get a lot of ground balls with the splitter. Let's take a look again at Kevin Gausman. Talking about going to the East. Look at what he's doing in the West, striking out Tatis, dotting Jake Cronenworth. Charlie Blackmon, he's no slouch. 97 on the black, swinging and missing. Trevor Story chasing after that splitter. Listen, good things coming. Gabe, thank you for subscribing. Gaming Debates, thank you for subscribing. Both of you subscribing in the last few seconds. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. Welcome to our community. Darian V, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. We are growing the channel tonight, and you guys, Ball Cap Nation is growing because of you. Thank you for being here. I'm having fun talking about it. I hope you guys are having fun hanging out. Mets grabbing a ton of star power, but don't have the depth. The depth is definitely going to be an issue. This is going to be fun to watch. What do we got? Joel Sherman tweeting. Teams pursuing Robbie Ray. Oh, no. Robbie Ray include the Tigers, Twins, Giants, Angels, and keep an eye on the Rangers. They're very aggressive. Joel, don't tell me that. Joel, come on. Just add the Blue Jays in there for the heck of it. I said this earlier. We got a lot of eyes coming in and out, a lot of new eyes from before. What if the Blue Jays get Kevin Gausman because they know that Robbie Ray's gone? Think about it that way. Gausman is happening before Robbie Ray. Christian, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I'm happy to have you here, man. What if they already know Robbie Ray's gone? Robbie Ray wants 6 years and $175 million. And the Jays are like, I can't do that. What if the Jays already know that? And they're doing this deal. They do the Gausman deal because they know Robbie Ray's not going to happen. Mark Graves, thank you, man. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That swing and miss stuff. Giants, hey, listen, Giants go get Robbie Ray. Good for you guys. Have him. He's a great pitcher. I would be so happy for Robbie Ray and the Giants if he goes to the Giants. That's what I would love. The Tigers, The Twins, listen, what are the Twins doing? I have said it now for weeks. The Twins start next year like 10-20. They're going to go into massive sell-off. So locking in Robbie Ray makes absolutely no sense. The Angels need to get him. The Giants, Tigers, I can't see the Tigers giving them the money. The Twins, I can't see them doing it. I think it's realistically got to be between the Giants and the Angels, maybe the Rangers, maybe the Blue Jays. What if the Rangers get Simeon and Robbie Ray? I don't like that idea at all. No, I don't like that idea at all. I'm cleaning myself of that idea. the Rangers getting Robbie Ray and Marcus Simeon just gives me the creeps. Don't forget the A's are looking to dump starting pitching. Exactly. Good call on that, Brent and Linda Duff. That is true. There is options out there. There are options out there. And listen, the Blue Jays, talking about it. Let's say Robbie Ray moves on. Gausman, Barrios, Ryu, Manoah, Pearson, those 5, I feel confident in. Now, the only problem is I don't love what's right after them, okay? I'm not a Thomas Hatch guy. I am, hot and cold on Ross Stripling. I am definitely not a Trent Thornton guy. So I don't like what follows those 5 is the only thing. You bring Robbie Ray in, or they go get Stroman back, or they go get Rodon, or they go get even a Michael Pineda kind of type. You have depth, okay? I would almost like, Keith, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for subscribing. I almost would be preferring Nate Pearson start the year in the bullpen. Shivas, thank you. I would almost think, welcome to Ballcap Nation, Shivas. Thank you for subscribing. I would almost rather them go and have Nate Pearson start as the number 6 man for the rotation, the extra guy. Temp, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. Jays have to look at Rendon, risky but high reward. Right, and I think you got to, with Carlos Rodon, you can get, maybe that's a shorter deal. Maybe that's a 3 or 4 year deal for Carlos Rodon. I like Carlos Rodon. Let's see. Trent Thornton, the tomato, because half of the time he faces, I feel bad. I mean, listen, Trent Thornton, I had the highest of hopes for him. It's just not. John Morosi, it's been 10 minutes now since Max Scherzer and the Mets being close to a deal. So what is going to happen? Jays need Ray. Evan, I would love it. I think we're following the steps to being a World Series competitor next year. Having Robbie Ray on the Blue Jays is a key piece to that. Brandon, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. What is that? No. That is not working. What is it? Sorry, guys. I'm just checking on something here. That's weird. All right. Let me see. Owen. Everyone Trent Thornton pitched in the early days of our rebuild, he got lit up like a Christmas tree. Yes, he did. The thing with Pearson is his control. But it was almost, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. This is very true. But it was coming together last year. And that's what I'm excited about, is what he did last year coming out of the bullpen. I think there are good things coming. With Nate Pearson. It just seemed to be coming together. So I like that. I like what we had there. Good one, Hunter. Let's see. Let's do that. I'm with you, Ian, on that point about Robbie Ray leaving the team, leaving Pete Walker, going somewhere else. I have said that many times about that situation. I think that it would benefit him. It would only benefit him to stay with the team that got him on track, revived his career. You could say saved his career. I would think that you would want to do that. But listen, I mean, if the money is that much of a difference, if it's really that much of a difference, which I can't imagine the money the Jays were offering Robbie Ray and the money that is being offered to him by anyone else, those teams that we just talked about, the Tigers, the Twins, the Rangers, the Giants, the Angels. It can't be that much of a difference. It would have to be in a similar realm of, of what they just gave Gausman. Let's see if we can get someone to join the Giants team like a power. Giants need to most certainly address and bring back some of that bat. Now, getting Brandon Belt to accept the qualifying offer was clutch. It would be nice to bring back and load up with somebody, if they can get Chris Bryant to come back, something like that. I do think it would be wise for them to get something like that done. Let's see here. Baez would be a bit pricey. He would. Main reason Jays pushed on Gausman is because Ray won't sign before lockout. Very well could be. Very well could be the thing. It could be. It could very well be that Robbie Ray's not gonna do his deal. And if he does it, that's actually kind of I don't know. That would be a surprise to me to see Robbie Ray not try to get the deal done, to try to hold out, because you don't know, quite frankly, how long this lockout is going to last. And if that's the case, he could end up scrambling last minute trying to find a home if the lockout goes until, March or pushes back the start of the season, because that could happen. That'll make a lot of fans angry. That will definitely make a lot of fans angry, and I don't think they want to get to that situation, the league and everybody. But the deal is, he could still be in a spot where he's looking for a team last minute. Don't think they want to get into that. Thank you for the super chat, Romo. Let me get you up here. Longest contract Farhan has given since being with the Giants 3 years till Listella needs to make moves to stay competitive in the West. That is, and right, isn't that his, no, that's the Red Sox GM, is the coming from the Rays. Farhan didn't come from the Rays. Right, you got to do it. Especially if you're in a division with the Dodgers. Now, you can't go crazy. You can't spend like the Dodgers, but you could be smart, and you could, you got to, but to your point, they got to be smart with their money, and they have to spend to a degree. They certainly do. They definitely need to spend to a certain degree. What is going to happen tonight? I do think we are going to get some news. I don't think we're done yet. I think that we're going to get some news. I repeat, I cannot see Cohen letting this go. I can't see it. As we do we're basically just doing a hot stove watch at this point. That is what we're doing. What do you guys got? He's the greatest ever. He's better than Ramuto. Rangers just kicked themselves for the Marcus deal, a stupid deal to hand a guy who'll be 38. Rodney, I don't disagree with you, man. I do not disagree with you. I think that there is something to be. I think you make a good point there. Joe Pantano says Max and Mets are done looking for confirmation. That's what we're doing. We hear that it is close. So what is next is the question. What is coming up next? The numbers, the years. If you see it, tweet it at me. If it's not from Rosenthal or Heyman, if it's from some of the deep New York-rooted guys, I might not be following them. So if you see something, definitely send it to me. Definitely want you to send it to me if you see something. Yeah, Boris. Yep. He's got Boris. I think you're right. Yes. Who did I just say yes to? Where was it? Yes, CC Gaming. Exactly. Max is going to be the player manager. What's going on, Hum Baby Baseball? Eric, good to see you in here. Thank you for making an appearance. Everybody, if you don't know, Hum Baby Baseball, a great baseball channel, Giants fan, but also puts out content that covers the entire reach of MLB. Make sure to check out Hum Baby Baseball. Good stuff there. Eric, give me the lowdown on Kevin Gausman. Are you going to miss him? How much are you going to miss him? Mets close to signing Max Scherzer. Let's see what happens. Some baby baseball. Let me know. What are we getting in Kevin Gausman? Where do I see Sonny Gray going? I don't see Sonny Gray going anywhere until these pieces are off the board. Then we kind of got to, take another look at the landscape. If the Mets get shut out, Sonny Gray would be a perfect fit for the Mets. If the Giants aren't able to make another move, then Sonny Gray would be a great fit for the Giants. Really depends on who gets these free agents. Yes, Eric, do you want Robbie Ray? Hit us up with that too. If Dodgers lose Scherzer, should they go Stroman or Ray? I think so. Or they bring back Kershaw. Maybe they go Rodon. Would be good for them to get a couple pieces. Jared, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Glad to have you here. Bronx Bomber, is Robbie Ray going anywhere? The last we heard on Robbie Ray is from Joel Sherman. He said that the Tigers, the Twins, the Giants, and the Angels are teams that are pursuing. Now, he didn't say those are the only teams. He said teams pursuing Robbie Ray include, so that means it's not limited to, include the Tigers, the Twins, the Giants, the Angels, and keep an eye on the Rangers. Now, Blue Jays fans, I know we're all in the back of our mind and deep in our hearts hoping that Robbie Ray is not done with the Blue Jays yet. All right. So we're hoping that maybe he just left them off or thought that we would assume that that was a given anyway. Juan, you want the Red Sox to do something. Fortunately, the Red Sox are just not going to be that active in this part of the show. They're just not. They're not going to be in the mix for the bulk of these top 10 free agents. Twins weird, exact. I don't understand the Twins. Let's see. Eric, we'll miss Gausman a lot. Awesome splitter. Good hard fastball. I'll take Robbie Ray. Hell yeah. Yeah, if I had to pick a destination for Robbie Ray, if it's not going to be the Blue Jays, it would be Robbie Ray to go to the Giants. Or the Braves. Send him to the National League. Let's just do that. Can we make that clear? Let's send Robbie Ray to the National League. That's what we want to do. What is going to happen? 20 minutes now since we got anything on Max Scherzer and the Mets being close. Honestly, if it's $40 million a year for whatever, for 3 years, for 4 years, why is it taking this long? Red Sox will snag Stroman, Schwarber. Schwarber. Boom. Nailed it. I think Schwarber's a great fit. Samuel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. I think there's a perfect fit there. Joey Schatz. Like that. Hope the Jays overpay for J-Ram Worth it. I'm with you. Dodgers for life. Good to see you and happy to have you. Do you think the Dodgers will be active? Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, Bronx Bomber. The Jays did get Yimi Garcia. Again, I've graded that as a C move. We will wait and see if he can work his way into the circle of trust. Simeon doesn't belong in Texas. I can see it, though, can't you? He played out in the AL West for so long. Now he's heading back. Yeehaw with the sub. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. Thank you for joining our community. Yeehaw. Glad to have you here. Why are some players waiting for the new CBA and others are not? I think we're going to get a ton of deals done. I'm actually, listen, we're going to see a ton of deals. There will still be deals. There are players that are going to feel confident that they can get a deal done. They don't want to force it. They don't want to leave money on the table by trying to get a deal done early. So I think you're going to see some of that. If you don't feel like the deal is good for you, you're going to wait. Tyler, something tells you that Scherzer's having second thoughts. I'm not surprised. I'm kind of with you on that. Ethan, anything you predict for the Marlins? Wow, I love the Avisail Garcia. I love you guys re-signing Sandy Alcantara. I think you got another move in you. I think there's another move in the Marlins, another solid, stable team building move. Not on the pitching side, because I think that the pitching is in good shape, but I think you can still upgrade the offense in some way. I thought you would be in the mix for one of the shortstops. Might not be the case. Garcia could be a piece there. I still think the Marlins got another move in them. Biggest offseason in a long time for the Rangers? Yeah. Already it is. Baseball Domain, I honestly feel some free agents will lose money waiting for the CBA because they will have to sign quickly. I agree with you. I agree with that. I think 100%. Castellanos to Miami is what Baseball Domain wants. I'm with you. Let's check it. I see you guys. Elsewhere in free agency, Robbie Ray is not close to a decision. His formal meeting with the Angels, a top suitor, has yet to take place. Okay. Robbie, what are you waiting for? Come on, Robbie. Clock's ticking. What's that Judge Judy thing? Let's go, Robbie. Come on, pull it together. What are you waiting for? Okay. I mean, maybe that's why the Jays moved on Gausman. They wanted to get it done now. They don't want to wait. They have this regime, Atkins and Shapiro, they have a history of doing that. They pushed Edwin out the door because Edwin wanted to wait, wanted to test his market, wanted to meet with teams. The Blue Jays were not willing to wait. I think it was a big mistake. And they went out and signed Steve Pearce and some other, C-level players, and it didn't work out. And Edwin went on and had a couple, had some more nice seasons. So, could be happening again here. I still think the Jays would have the money for Robbie Ray, though. Ray will wait for the new CBA and hopes to get more money. That could work out. That could work out perfectly for the Blue Jays. That could work out great for the Toronto Blue Jays trying to bring him back. Yeah, Larry Stevens, I know a lot of Yankee fans want a deal to get done. Yankees sort of sitting on the sidelines with all of this going on, but at the same time, they have to be very smart with how they spend their money moving forward. With the two $30 million a year deals they have on the books, with Aaron Judge going to be staring at a $30 million a year contract most likely, they have to be smart with their money. They cannot be crazy spending money, like a drunken sailor, like Steve Cohen. As a Jays fan, I'm saying Gausman is a joke. So, Brandon, I do not agree with you. I am perfectly happy disagreeing with people. You are all not going to agree with what I say. That is perfectly fine. You can rip me. I will not rip you back. I might have some fun with it if I think you're saying something completely off the wall, but I will respect your opinion. I disagree. I like Kevin Gausman's swing and miss stuff. 95 percentile on his whiff rate, strikeout rate, his walk rate, all of those in a good ranking in all of Major League Baseball. Think about how much the Yankees and the Red Sox strike out. He can strike those. He can rack up the strikeouts against those two teams, and with his splitter, he can get a lot of ground balls against the Rays. So I'm cool with it. The teams that he'll be facing the most, I think he matches up. Well with. What's up with Andy Martino? Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Andy Martino. Focus. It's not focusing. Andy Martino. Two sources. The Mets offer is about $42 million per year over either 3 or 4. What are the comments? Scherzer's arm after the second inning. Cooked. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. The question is, if that's the deal, what is taking so long? Why is it not done? Why is it not done is the question. What are we waiting for? Who's going to break it? Who do you think? Comment in the chat who you think breaks this. Who do you think breaks Scherzer to wherever? Who's going to break it? Who is going to hit us with the Scherzer 2? Is it going to be Heyman? Is it going to be Passan? Is it going to be Rosenthal? Is it going to be one of the New York guys, Martino? Is it going to be somebody completely random? Who are you watching? Who's going to break it? Who is going to break it? I can't. I mean, what? What? That's just stupid. That is stupid. $42 million a year. Again, for that same amount of money, they could have had Gausman and John Gray. Younger players, longer deals, a deeper rotation. A lot of people loving passing Hazel May. Ben, stop. Yeah. Right after the Michael Brantley deal. Rock it up. I do think the Jays could sign Rodon for sure. Where else he is on his game. Listen, a lot of people bash these guys. Yeah, I'm not one of them. They're connected. Even if it's not a breaking news, they're giving us information, and they don't have to do that. Rosenthal. If it's Rosenthal, we don't believe it. If it's Rosenthal, we look for a second source. That's the deal with Rosenthal. St. Louis got Matz, and that is what I'm saying. That is why I don't think this deal goes into the night, through the night, overnight. I really think this deal is going to happen. I think this deal goes down tonight because there's no way after what happened with Matz does Steve Cohen not disconnect himself from Max Scherzer and then tomorrow morning wake up and find out that Scherzer is going back to the Dodgers. That's just my feeling. Oh yeah, it'd be a terrible move for the Mets. I can't. There's no way you can justify spending that much money for a 4-year deal. 2 years, okay. Sign me up for 2 years. 4? Stop. They're drunk, Tyler. they're drinking the same. Any Mets fans that's down with that, they're drinking the same thing that Steve Cohen is drinking to make these offers. At this point, it's Scherzer wants the money or he wants to win. If he wants to win, he goes to L.A. Paul's pod, I don't see Ketel Marte getting traded. Joseph Yanks will offer Scherzer 1 for 10 after the Mets have 4. The Mets going to do a trade, J.D. Davis package. I do think now with the team they're putting together, you are running out of. You like the depth. You needed the depth last year, but J.D. Davis, even in a world where the National League has a DH, where does J.D. Davis play? Add Robbie Ray to the rotation. Here we come. That's what I'm saying, Darren. If you add Robbie Ray to the rotation, the Jays are instant contenders, and I still think that you make a move for Chapman or J-Ram, and you're right there. Mariners running out of free agents. Well, listen, we're hearing rumors about the Rangers being in on everybody right now. Doesn't mean the Mariners won't come in, swoop in, and snag Story or Seager. The Rangers can't get both Story and Seager. So whoever doesn't go to the Rangers goes to the Mariners. And Romo, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Romo, lockout with this amount of money flowing is BS. Yeah, I know. Players want to change. Players want to change some things. Both sides want to change things in the current CBA. Buddy's World. The deal being heard is $42 million a year for 3, maybe 4 years. which I think is insane. What would I trade for J-Ram? I would give up 2 top 5 prospects. I would give up Alejandro Kirk. And I would try to make Randall Grichuk a part of the trade. I would try my hardest to hold on to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Compelling. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. Thank you to all of the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody that is here hanging out with the channel. Happy to have you here. That is weird. Yeah. Anyway. Dodgers for life. I see Chris Bryant as a Dodger if they don't get Taylor back. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Chris Bryant's market is moving that much. So, you know, you could see Chris Bryant move on. You know, or have to wait until after the CBA. Yeah, definitely. I think Giants would be the front runner for Robbie Ray at this point. Ben, I think that might be a bit much for Lopez. That middle prospect, if it's somebody that's sort of outside the top 25, maybe, yeah, we could do that. Paul's Pod, thank you for joining Ballcap Nation Gold. I appreciate that. Ballcap Nation Gold gives you the exclusive Ballcap Nation badge and exclusive access to the emojis that we have in there, which we've actually got a few new members to do that, to sign up for the premium membership. So I think we're going to be able to create some new emojis for you guys, everybody that is signing up. I can only have so many emojis as I have people who are signed up to be a member. So thank you for signing up. I think we can add some more emojis to that, Paul. Thank you for that. The Mets get Scherzer. I see it turning into a huge mess. Me too. Baseball domain. Me too. You could see Chris Bryant wanting to stay put in San Francisco. Certainly. Brian as a Blue Jay. I'm down with that. I love it. 600 in the chat. Thank you, everybody that is here. Hit that like if you haven't. And again, subscribe. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, just finding us for the first time. We live, eat, sleep, breathe baseball here. Richie Marr, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. Joffrey, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. I'm just reading the chat right now. Do you see teams giving big extensions to top prospects before CBA? No, I don't. I think that was the only one that we'll see. Appreciate that, Paul. Thank you again. 348 likes. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. If you haven't hit that like yet, make sure to smash that like. Let's see if we can jump to 400. Can we go 348 to 400 in a minute? I think you can. 349. Can we go from 349 to 400 in a snap of a finger? If you haven't used your like yet, listen, we're hanging out here. We're waiting for Scherzer news. What else is there to do? You can listen to me talk. You smash the like. We can start playing like games. Can we jump to 400 in a minute? If you haven't used your like yet, smash that like. Let's play a like game. Iglesias might as well stay put at this point. I am sure he has an offer on the table. Yeah, definitely. 757 Cowboys, Corey Seager is either going to the Yankees or resigning with the Dodgers. I've been saying that for weeks. 757 Cowboys. I agree with you on that. Can you see the Seager's brothers tearing it up, Milwaukee or Miami? Maybe. Rico, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, my friend. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's strange. Looking at my computer. It is what it is. Anyway. Let's see. Mets fans really think Cohen is going to break the Scherzer news and it's a done deal. Oh, dude, are we thinking about that? Are we thinking we're 300? We are 6 likes away from 400 for that quick 50 like jump. 6 more likes if you haven't used your like yet. Does St. Louis sign anybody else? Yeah, I think Pug Mastro. I do think that the Cardinals are going to make some more moves. Rock it up. James Paxton, he was probably going to be one of those guys that signs after the CBA. You get into a situation where he'll sign closer to spring training. I do think so. Did we get the number? Did we hit 400? Paxton is injured, but that's what I'm saying. You sign him on a 1-year deal. You give him the league minimum. Go for it. 411 likes, you guys. Awesome. Ball Cap Nation. My hat's off to you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I know, Pedro. It's quieting down. That means something's coming. This happened last time. We had like a 15 to 20 minute lull, and then we heard that the Mets deal was close. Let's see what happens. What's going to happen? Oh, no. Gavin, don't tell me there's a lag. Don't tell me there's a lag. Chuck, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I'm like not moving. Not moving as if that's going to make a difference if we're lagging or not. Me moving. My movement is going to impact if we have a lag. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like stuck frozen now. Cool. Good. You know what, Gavin? I'm going to have to go and plug in directly. I'm going to have to talk to my internet. We just moved into a new house a couple weeks ago, and for real, my old house never once had a single issue with the internet, and now we're in a new spot and we got a lag. I'm not happy with it. Eric, thank you for subscribing. I don't know if I gave you a shout out. Eric Shepard, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation, my friend. Lag is gone. We're good. Good. But I'm gonna have to directly hook up to this thing because I can't have this happening. We lagged earlier. We had a lag a couple days ago that cut the stream off completely. It can't have this happen. If Cole gets 36, not crazy for Scherzer to get 40. Well, Cole's younger. Scherzer's older. I don't know. Connor, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. How about the Brewers making a splash, making a push for Ray? Milwaukee has to go for it. I think the Brewers need bats. They have the pitching. They need the bats. Let's see. Did you get a new Wi-Fi provider? Yeah, no, same Wi-Fi. We're good on the lag. Good deal. Tyler, the ladybug. It followed me upstairs, and I haven't seen it since. That's a lot of years for Dead Arm. William, how are we doing? Nothing yet. 18 minutes since we have anything. But again, that was on Robbie Ray. Eclipse, I won't believe it until Passon says it. Listen, we're all in agreement on that. Stroh and Story to the Cards. They won't get both of them. They don't have that kind of money. They can maybe get one of them. But I don't think they can get both of them. Who do I think the Dodgers will land? I think the Dodgers are going to... I cannot see a world where Kershaw and Scherzer and Seager, and they're all gone. I can't see that. I think they're going to get in Taylor and Jansen. I think they get half of those guys back. And I think that's their focus. I think they bring half those guys back. I don't know if you see too many players from outside come in. I think you could see some to bolster the bullpen, some outside guys, but I think that they'll bring a lot of guys back. E. Burlick, subscribing. Thank you. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation. I'm glad. I think have I seen you in the chat before? If I have seen you in the chat and you're just subscribing, anybody who maybe has popped in before, chatted, dropped a couple lines, and hopped out. If you're coming back and you're subscribing, I appreciate you. Thank you. I know how it works. I watch YouTube. I bounce in and out from everybody, from stream to stream. I get how it works. I appreciate you guys if you come back. Can the Jays move on Seager? Which one? Who do the Yankees land? I don't know. I think the Yankees might make some moves that might not excite the fan base, but make the team better. Slitty McTuesday. I like the name. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cat Nation. I'm glad to have you here. Again, I have my social handles up there. Really, the only other two areas that I'm active or plan to be active, if we're talking about Twitch. But I do plan on using Twitch to stream MLB The Show at some point, especially if we have a lockout. I'll probably hop back and forth between here and there. So if you're on Twitch, make sure to follow me on Twitch over there. And if you follow me on Twitter while we're live streaming, I will follow you back. So if you're looking to, interact with me outside of here when we're not live, and if you want a follower, I will follow you back. So yeah. And again, the reason why the Twitter handle is out there, if somebody is saying there is a deal done, we don't buy it unless you tweet it at me. So Corey Seager to whoever, we don't buy it until we see it on Twitter. Has to be tweeted at. I have an Instagram account, but I have not used it accurately. It's terrible. My Instagram account is primarily baseball cards. That's it. It is the same thing, Ball Cap Sports, but it is, seriously, it's just me. I was posting baseball cards a year ago, and I haven't done anything since. Thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate that. I see a bunch of you guys follow me right now, so I'll follow you back real quick. Dean, Ethan, Bryce, King Beeves. Follow you guys back. God, are we seriously sitting here now for 20 minutes with no news? Nothing. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Jack, I think the Jays should give Ray 3 years, $90 million because here's the deal. I think Robbie Ray doesn't want to be trying to get another max contract when he's coming out of his age 33 season. If you can get your money now, get your big payday now, I think he's going to do that. Art, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation, my friend. So don't worry about it. Again, you can be out there and you can come in here and say whatever you want. We're not going to believe you unless you tweet it at me. So you can, again, come in and say whatever you want. We don't believe you until you have to tweet it at me. That's why my Twitter handle's up there. Tweet it at me. Slowly approaching midnight here on the East Coast. Any rumors regarding the Mariners? No, it's quiet on the Mariner front. Tyler, I think Scherzer wants to reconsider seriously, what's the deal? Paul, do you give Nate the fifth spot? I would. At this point, definitely. Again, we can pull it up one more time. Totally. He gets the fifth spot. If there's no Ray, give it to Pearson. Make him earn it in spring training, because you can also say, we got Hatch, we got Stripling. Make him earn it. But I think Pearson, if this is the rotation, Gausman, Barrios, Ryu, Manoah, and Pearson, this would be the rotation, barring injuries, for most of next season. That's what I feel. Only news about the Angels is that Robbie Ray is supposed to be meeting with them, has not met with them. The Angels are the top suitor. Here's what I don't understand about John Morosi with that tweet. This was 24 minutes ago now. I'm told Robbie Ray is not close to a decision. His formal meeting with the Angels, a top suitor. How are they a top suitor if they haven't met with him yet? What? Has yet to take place. What are the Angels doing? What is Robbie Ray doing? How have you not met with him yet? Angels, you're doing it again. Get on a plane. Get your ass to wherever he is. Sit down with Robbie Ray. What are you doing? Dodgers versus Mets free agency is the best matchup of the year. It's either Dodgers versus, it's kind of Mets versus everybody. It's Dodgers versus Mets. They did it last year with Bauer. It's Blue Jays versus Mets. They did it with Springer. Yeah, the Mets kind of get into it with a bunch of guys. Why not Barrios as the ace? Who do I have at the top of the rotation? I got Gausman at the top because he just signed. But Barrios, Gausman, there's your powerhouse 1-2 that they need. That's your powerhouse 1-2. Carlos Rodon, certainly. I would be happy with that. Get him in Simeon, but the Jays are smart, not giving him the money and the years. 7 years, taking him to his age 38 season. No. Chris, thank you for subscribing. Happy to have you here. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ball Cap Nation, Chris. Paul, I like that with Stripling coming from the bullpen to eat innings or take a start for someone. Right. I love the idea of Stripling either being the fifth starter Being a guy that can come out of the bullpen, his versatility is important. The Blue Jays bullpen, listen, anybody that wants to talk down on the Blue Jays bullpen, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Pearson was good late last year coming out of the bullpen. If he's in the bullpen, you like that. Stripling is an arm you can feel comfortable with coming out of the bullpen if he's coming out of the bullpen. You like Simber. You like Richards. You like Miza. You like Romano at the back of the bullpen. You just bring in Yimi Garcia. Yimi Garcia could be somebody who works his way into that circle of trust. I'm still a believer in Mayweather. I love Ryan Baraki. What's wrong with the bullpen? The Blue Jays bullpen, Anthony Kay can have his moments. You don't want to rely on Anthony Kay. But listen, the Blue Jays bullpen, call it done. Call the Blue Jays bullpen done. Yes, Kyle, just stream until December 1st. That might be what we do. I might throw up a thumbnail, go to bed, leave the chat open. You guys can go ham. If something happens, I'll come back. The problem is we'd probably lag out. Diablo, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. Tyler, hey, Ballcap, it was just, let's see. It was even Giants versus Mets for Bryant. That's true. Yeah, Mets get in on everybody. They're in a mode right now where they get on everybody. Tyler, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, Tyler. Yeah, the Mets are in on everybody. That's the world we live in right now. Mets are in on everybody. If the Mets don't get Scherzer, they're going to be in on Ray. I think they should be focusing on Ray. Why? Mets fans, who would you rather have? Any Mets fans that are hanging out, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Max Scherzer or Robbie Ray? Be real. For the money that we're talking about. You're talking about 3 or 4 years, $40 million for Max Scherzer, and how that will prevent you from signing somebody else. Don't act like you want. It will prevent you from signing somebody else. I'm not saying you're going to be done. Definitely won't be done. But it will prevent you from signing somebody else. Or would you rather have Robbie Ray at $25 million a year at a younger age? He's entering his age 30 season. You got prime years of Robbie Ray left. Any moment, Max Scherzer's arm could fall off. That's my only argument. So who would you rather have, Mets fans? Ray at his age, at his AAV, or Scherzer at his age and his AAV? You can't tell me it's Scherzer. It's got to be Ray. Matt with Robbie Ray. Jose, you want Max? Okay. Tyler, I'd rather have Robbie Ray so I can sign Suzuki. Cohen can afford both. I don't think he gets Robbie Ray and Scherzer. Ray 100%, Scherzer, and pure adrenaline. There's the arm. Robbie Ray, the only starts he missed last year was at the beginning of the year because he fell down the stairs. He's durable. Max Scherzer has been durable for the majority of his career. I think he was injured a little bit in 2019, but has been healthy for the most part. But you're at the age where all of a sudden you start getting DL stints. Over under 20 starts next year for Max Scherzer. Over under 20 starts. Or 22 starts. Seriously. That's the thing. I see Jose, I see Justin. They want Max. All right. I mean, listen, if you want him, you want him. But I know it's not your money, and you feel like Cohen's got a piggy bank the size of the state of New York. But I just NLCS, dude had dead arm. We got over. We got some unders on the 20. Some unders on the 20. Some more overs. He probably goes over 20. But let's put a more realistic number. 24. Do you go over or under 24? I know now I'm throwing everything off because you guys are going over and under and I'm throwing different numbers out. But 24 might be a stronger number. I know Tyler wants Max. Of course he does. Let's see. Who do I see the Jays targeting at second base? I think that they're going to have Cavan back at second base. And I think at third base, if they're smart, they can work out a trade for either Matt Chapman or Jose Ramirez. If they can't get one of those two, I want them to go after Chris Bryant. Yates was a one-year deal. That's the thing, Jason. Here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about Max. Let's be real about Max. You're signing Max Scherzer because you want to win a World Series, right? That's why you want Max Scherzer. You don't care how much it is. You don't care if he makes 10 starts during the regular season. As long as he's there for you in October, first couple days in November, if you're deep in the World Series. I just don't know if you can be confident if he can be there. I would much rather be in a situation where I'm, like last year with the Dodgers, I'm trading for Max Scherzer down the stretch than giving this kind of commitment to him, giving him this kind of a money. That's the only thing I'm worried about for you guys. Chill Dill, Astros need Story. I mean, yeah, they certainly need to replace that production, but I don't think they're going to spend the money. They would have given it to Correa. So they go from Simeon to Biggio. No. But Spencer, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying trade for Chapman or trade for J-Ram. It's Biggio moves to second, and you're bringing in J-Ram, Chris Bryant, or Chapman. That's my, if I could, make it happen, that would be my third base. So last year, third base was kind of a hole for the Blue Jays. Biggio didn't do that well. Espinal was okay. You had Brivik Valera. That was fun at times. But, okay, third base, J-Ram, Chapman. Maybe they can get, I know Eugenio Suarez had a dog of a year last year. But Suarez has had some good years. Maybe they can get Suarez for next to nothing from the Reds. I want them to do something. They need to replace Simeon's production. And obviously it's not going to happen just with Kevin Biggio. Not even close. If they can get half of Simeon's production out of Biggio, that would be amazing. They got to get the third baseman. I want them to go get a third baseman, somebody that can play third. I want them to make that happen. Yeah, Kevin's going to be a lot better this year. Dodgers definitely need another starter. Stroman would be interesting in LA. Ryan McMahon, if the Rockies are trading. Pudding Power Stroman said he wouldn't play for La Russa. Do you think La Russa is deterring other top free agents from signing with the White Sox, or do you think the owner just won't go top shelf? I mean, La Russa maybe. Could. Might not want to get into that boat. Everybody that's there now, like La Russa was given to them. They didn't decide to go play for La Russa. Yeah, it's very quiet. What's happening? Something's going to pop. Something is going to pop. It's way too quiet. See a couple of you follow me. Helen, Todd, Logan. I'll give you some follow backs. Dodgers should let Max and Seager go. Sign Trey long-term and sign Ray. Todd, that's a solid plan. Stroman in Anaheim, not L.A. Stroman would be a nice move for the Angels. Can Mets get KB after signing Scherzer? And that would be it. But they got Eddie Escobar. They got J.D. Davis. So you got two options for third. If you want Davis to play third, then you're moving Escobar to second, which means you're moving McNeil to the outfield. I mean, there's too many pieces in place. I don't. Chris Bryant, sure, would be an upgrade and be a good piece. But how did we get away from Javi Baez just going back to the Mets? How have we gotten to this point where the Mets are not going to get Javi Baez back? Open for Stroman, come back. How have we gotten away from just bringing back Stroman and Baez, and then adding Carlos Rodon? Like, what's so wrong with that? Yeah, I see the love for Kenley Jansen to the Jays. I just don't see it. I think they're ready to give Romano the reins. They want him to establish himself. I mean, listen, Kenley Jansen be good for a couple years, but Romano's the long-term answer. I'm good with Romano. Slitty McTuesday, I love that name. Sewald and Crawford. Stroman recruitment successful for the M's. Oof. Whew. Bryant makes sense to the Phillies. Yeah, I like him to the Phillies. Tyler, where are you seeing that? If that's the deal, then they're negotiating against themselves. Where are you seeing that? I don't have anything. Tyler, where'd you see that? Baseball, the Majors waiting for the passing bomb. I would hate Javi to the Jays personally. I don't. Javi Baez to the Jays. I want the lefty bat. Okay, that's why I'd like the idea of J-Ram. That's why I would rather have the lefty bat. Ghost, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, my friend. Happy to have you a part of our community. Poggers, that's not the first I've heard of that. There's a chance that if the Dodgers miss out on Seager and they miss out on Scherzer, Braves fans, get on the defensive because the Dodgers are going to be coming hard for your boy. You tweeted it? Okay. They are going to be coming hard for Freddie Freeman if they lose out on Scherzer. So Braves fans, you really want the Dodgers to get one of those two. Oh, where is it? I see it there, Tyler. Okay, what we got? According to two sources, the Mets offer is for about 42 for 4. We have that. What was the 45, though? Somebody said something about 45. Freeman, Castellanos. I'm serious. If they miss out on those two, if Scherzer's gone and Seager's gone, Freeman all of a sudden is a real option. Especially, you got a spot. Thank you, Beast LOL. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, Beast LOL. Happy to have you here. All of a sudden, they got money. They got money that they had allocated last year. They don't have to allocate next year. Freddie Freeman, boom. So Braves fans, you don't want the Dodgers to get shut out because they're going to come hard for your boy. We are at 464 likes. We are 36 likes away from 500. Do we have 36 viewers in here? Ballcap Nation, are there 36 of you that have not hit the like yet? Hit that like. Let's see if we can jump this thing to 50. Yeah, Tyler, there would be a riot. Can we get this thing to 50 in the next minute? We jumped from like 350 to 400 in 2 minutes. Can we go from 464 to 500 in 1 minute? It's a shorter jump. Can we do it? What else are we going to do? We playing light games. We're playing light games now while we wait for some news. Romo doesn't see Scherzer going to the Mets. Something doesn't smell right. I know. This is taking too long. This feels like Bauer 2.0 to me. I don't want to say it. I don't want to do that to you, Mets fans, but it's starting to feel like Bauer 2.0. We're creeping up on midnight. There's got to be... I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done. 506. Guys, gals, boys and girls, everybody, thank you. Awesome. You guys are legends. Ballcap Nation is legendary. You prove it every time. Thank you, guys. Over 500 likes on that. Thank you for the jump. You guys are awesome. David, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our community. I'm happy to have you here. Patrick, David, thank you. Madden Mobile King. Madden, you're going to have to teach me how to play. Madden Mobile King, you're going to have to teach me how to play Madden. Especially, Mets Genius, thank you for subscribing. Especially if we don't have anything to talk about in the month of December. Maybe you can teach me how to play Madden. Because I used to be good at it, and now I suck. So you can help me with that. You can maybe help me with that. Corey Dickerson is an interesting piece. Corey Dickerson smells like a deal that gets done after the CBA thing. Steve Cohen and Billy Epler have submitted their offer to Scherzer and his agent Scott Boras, which is likely 3 for 126, 42. The Mets are waiting to hear back. I mean, I'm buying that. What's taking so long? Just tells me that it ain't going down. It just tells me it's not happening. Let's see. Hold on. Teams left the GM meetings. This is from Joel Sherman. Left the GM meetings earlier this month, believing Scott Boras would sign his 3 big free agents before the lockout. Simeon is done. Scherzer's close. And believe is also Seager will sign by tomorrow. So, guys, we're going to do this all over again tomorrow for Seager. So make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying if you're enjoying the vibe, if you're having fun, make sure to subscribe. Hit the alerts for when we go live. Might just go live tomorrow morning when I wake up and just hang out all day. Just do a hot stove watch. I mean, really. It's midnight here in the East, but, what's that, 9 in the West? No news on Cobb. Me too. Interesting there. It really seemed like we had Alex Wood and Alex Cobb close to signing with the Dodgers, and it didn't happen. We got nothing from the Wood or Cobb front. So interesting how that just kind of fizzled and faded. And nobody really followed up on that. It's not like anybody was asking, hey, what happened with Wood and Cobb? Tyler, this is killing me. Yeah, man, we got to get this done. Scherzer fell asleep thinking, potentially. He's getting up there in age. Willie, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Will, thank you for subscribing. David, thank you for subscribing. You guys, I appreciate you being here. I am so gracious that you are joining Ballcap Nation. Thank you, guys. Big things are coming. This is what I do. All right, this is what I do. I watch after some kids, my kids during the day. Pick them up from school and all that stuff. And I do this. I eat, sleep, think, breathe this thing. Constantly trying to come up with ideas. Want to give you guys a place to be for more baseball content. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. It's not official, Santi. It is not. I was looking it up. I was looking at it yesterday. Go to the Giants depth chart. He's not there. Descalfani is. Descalfani and Wood, we heard about it within hours of each other. Wood's not there. Yeah, my brother, Lincoln Riley. Hassan, I like to read because I'd like to give a shout out to the people who are typing, people who are commenting. And not everybody might be reading. Some of you might just be listening. This could be in the background while you're doing something else. No updates on Korea, Hirsch. We heard we got Detroit. We got, but he wants a ton of money, and, what's going to happen there? The physical. Good call, Tyler. Yeah, Giants aren't announcing until the physical. Good call. I would love Alex Wood. Hassan, I would love Alex Wood to the Blue Jays. I think it's okay, Thomas. I don't think it's a bad move. It's an AAV at $22 million, and we don't know how it's structured yet. It could be, $18 million these first couple of years and then ramps up. I don't think it's that bad of a deal. Plus, I love that it's done by his age 35 season. No, I'm not surprised. I think the Astros being in on Scherzer, I'm not that surprised. I don't think the Astros are going to that level. Thoughts on the Yankees not being moved by Ish? I think that the Yankees have to be very smart with their money. They've got two $30 million a year players already. They're looking at Judge as a third one. They have a good team. That team last year, I really think, was a victim of the hitting coach, Marcus Thames, and he's gone. They bring a new hitting coach in. You fix Joey Gallo, try to re-sign, Anthony Rizzo, and you have a full, healthy year with Severino. The Yankees are not that far away. Adam, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. Jez Russell, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our community. I'm glad to have you here. Savage doesn't want Freeman on the Dodgers. Listen, if you lose out on Seager and Scherzer goes to the Mets, all of a sudden the Dodgers have money to play with. And why wouldn't they go after Freeman? Especially if they could yank him away from the team that they view as their rival to come out of the National League. William, a lot of overpay in years send money so far this offseason, and money this offseason. Raul, thank you for the super chat. Ray, back to the Jays. What we have heard is that Ray still wants to meet with the Angels, and for some for some ridiculous reason, the Angels have not gone to wherever Robbie Ray is and met with him yet, so they still have to meet, which is just ridiculous. And the other teams that are in on him are the Tigers, the Giants, and the Twins. I don't really buy the Tigers and Twins as real players. I think it's probably the Giants and the Angels that'll come down to it. And I don't rule out the Blue Jays. I still think the Blue Jays could do it. Will Robbie Ray go to the Twins? I don't see it, Ian. I do not see it. Poggers, you had the order. Freeman at first, Muncy at second. Yeah, that plays. That would be deadly, that lineup. Phillies sports content. You want your Phillies to make a move? I think you will. Maybe tomorrow we see it. I think that the Phillies are going to be active. I've said this about the Phillies. You didn't bring in Bryce Harper, give him that contract to finish in third place year after year after year. You finished that. You signed him to go out and make a playoff push, try to win a World Series. That's the goal. And you're not going to do it with the team you have. You got to keep pushing. Josh, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. I'm glad you and everybody that has subscribed tonight made that choice and have subscribed and joined the channel. Thank you for that. Why is the AL Central generally weak in recent years? I mean, the White Sox are good. The Indians are just up. It's a lot of inconsistency. The Royals, the Tigers are on the rise, so don't sleep on the Tigers. The Twins should have been good this past year. It just didn't happen. I didn't study the Twins close enough to find out why, but they're going to try to be back next year. I expect the AL Central to be very competitive next year. Do I think the Jays payroll is about? I got to take a look at the numbers to see what it is, but I think they're going to go 180. What was it last year? I'm trying to remember. I did a video. It feels like months ago now on the Blue Jays payroll. 180. What were they at, like 165? Was it 165? Was before 160? Yeah, 180 if that's right. It's possible deal drag out to when it went. No, see, it's Tuesday. It is, what's the deadline? The deadline is Wednesday at 12:59. So as soon as or 11:59, as soon as the clock strikes 12 and we roll over into Thursday, lockout. So the deals got to get done, and the deals don't become official until the physicals are passed. So Wednesday, it's going to be tough. I mean, you can get a deal done Wednesday morning and get a physical done that day. Syndergaard's deal was announced with the Angels, but it was pending the physical. His physical was done later that day. But you're going to have to move quick. Raul, I don't think so on Conforto and the Jays, only because I'll say this. If the Jays trade Gurriel or the Jays trade Grichuk, and then all of a sudden they have an open spot. Kirk, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, Kirk. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for subscribing. I believe it's Eastern. Savage. I got you, Hassan. I see you. Matthew, thank you for subscribing. So, I was trying to answer something. Hold on. I'm going back to you, Anthony. Let's see. After signing Avisel Garcia, do you think the Marlins make a big I still think they could. Yes, I do. What else was I looking at? I can't find it. It's getting late, guys. I was commenting about something that somebody put, I don't know, Paul, early MVP predictions for next year. Well, Vladdy for MVP. Let's just put it that way. Mets are getting the opposite of a discount. No doubt about it. Guys, I have a question for you. Who's MVP next year? I want to run on Paul's question. Paul, a new member. I want to run on Paul's question. If the two have the exact same season they had in 2021, Vladdy and Ohtani, if Ohtani does the same thing pitching and hitting as he did this past year, again next year, and Vladdy does the same thing he did hitting, who's your MVP next year? Do you give it to Ohtani again? Do you run it back? Or do you spread the love to Vladdy? I'm curious about that. Conforto, thank you, Nicholas. I think they only get in on Conforto if there is a situation where he's still out there. The Blue Jays traded, Gurriel or Grichuk for J-Ram or for some pitching. All of a sudden, then they could use that fourth outfielder or DH player. Then I think they get it on Conforto. MVP Austin Riley. Who do you give it to? Do you run it back with Ohtani? Do you just keep giving it to Ohtani? This is a question. Think about it. It's what they do in the NBA. Like, you can have an amazing season and then have... LeBron James should have, what, like 10 MVPs? He has 3? That's my question. Do you just run it back and give it to him every year? Or do they do like what they do in the NBA, where it's like, okay, you got it last year. Good job, but we're going to give it to this guy. A lot of Ohtani love, some Vladdy love coming in. Who do I like to help bolster the Jays pen? I'm good with the Jays pen. I am good with the Blue Jays bullpen. Jacoby, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Happy to have you here. I am good with the Blue Jays bullpen. To be the man, you got to beat the man. I understand. So what does that mean? Does Vladdy got to come in and pitch in relief? What if Vladdy saves 10 games and can pitch to an ERA under 3, but only pitches like 30 innings? It's not going to happen. What is happening? You're not good with the Jays pen. Okay, let me run it back with you. Okay, here's the Blue Jays bullpen. Romano closing things down. Richards, Simber, love them. Miza, Baraki, love them. You've also got Merriweather. I'm feeling good with Merriweather. It will either be Stripling or Pearson will be coming out of the bullpen, like one of those two. And you got Yimi Garcia that you can work into the circle of trust. I'm okay with the bullpen. Kyle, I'm okay with the bullpen. I think Vladdy, because everyone will eventually get used to the greatness of Shohei. That's the thing. Shohei, they will almost become numb to the Shohei effect if he does it again. If it's 40 homers or 35 to 40 homers and 10 wins with an ERA of 3, I don't think that gets it done if Vladdy can run it back. Exactly, Paul. LeBron should have more, and we're not going to get into a LeBron discussion because I feel like that could be a hot button issue. But LeBron should probably have more MVPs than he does. They just want to spread the wealth. Tyler, they could use another lefty. They got Miza. They got Baraki. I like those two. I got to think Saucedo will be back, whether you like him or not. Sure, I agree with you there. They could use another lefty. But I feel like they don't need to go out and get one of the high leverage lefties. I think they could get a project lefty. And if that's the case, they've already got a couple of project lefties, right? All right, guys. Why do we have nothing? Why is it quiet? Bryson, welcome back in. Bills Mafia. I believe it, Janet. I haven't seen much on it, but I'll believe you. I don't think close meaning like a deal is imminent, but I do think that they're talking. Jay should get Chapman. I like that idea. Chapman or J-Ram. How is Wardy doing over there? Is he still going? He'll go all night. He is still going. He will go all night, though. I wonder if he'll pick up his phone. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to call Wardy. He's going to be like, what are you doing calling me while I'm streaming? And I'll be like, I'm streaming. Come on, where is it? Let's see if he answers. Hold on. Let's see if he'll answer.
Hi, you've reached the voice.
No!
I'm sorry that I missed your call. Leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you and have a nice day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Tyler, buddy, you look bored on stream. It's after midnight. I'm still streaming. I figured I'd give you a call just to see what's happening over there. And again, you look bored. You know, there's not enough news happening over there in Mets land. Hit me back, man. See ya. We tried. I was calling Wardy NYM. He's streaming there. He's got the Mets channel that's just on fire. Oh, Nicholas, you know it. That was a nice Thanksgiving. Here's the problem. On Thanksgiving, I was listening to the game because I couldn't keep my eyes open because I was dealing with this COVID thing. So I listened to it. I heard a couple of touchdowns. I was basically in and out on NyQuil. Tyler, I'm with you, man. Why would it not get done tonight? Why would it not get done tonight? Jacoby Russ. Good to see you, man. Kelnick was a steal. Mets got fleeced. What's happening next? I am not over COVID, Kyle. I feel like crap. I feel like dog piles right now. Wardy checking his phone. He's probably like, what? Hassan, I have a wild card shot at Greinke ending up with the Braves. That was my prediction, so I'm sticking to it until something changes my mind. Let's see. I bet the Mets are adding in the deal to Scherzer that he cannot be Would be smart. Would be smart. Protect that money. Dude, it's brutal. I don't know. I'm going to have to put out, again, remember, usually I go live at 11. Paul, take care, my man. Have a good night. Usually what I'll do is I'll go live 11 o'clock in the East, Monday through Friday. That's kind of been the schedule we've been working on for about a month. Figure to keep that moving. But with the late night tonight and with tomorrow's activity, I don't know. Tomorrow, we will be live tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. I have a feeling the live stream, we are not going to be able to schedule tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to happen at the need of things. I think we're going to see news breaking all day long. Classic Music 1995. Just subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, my man. Do the Mets get Baez if they sign Max? I hope so, man. I want Javi Baez back for you guys. I really do. I feel like that just makes too much sense. Thank you for LSD, Eddie, Christopher, Bunting Supremacy for following me on Twitter. I have a rule. If you follow me while we're live streaming, I will follow you back. Kyle, when are you getting back on Twitter, man? You got to see these Twitter spaces keep popping up with with everybody talking about everything. We got hot stove reactions right now. Who's in here? We got a Max Scherzer watch party. Who is that with Steve Cohen as a... That's funny. So you got all this going on. I mean, it is crazy. Jay's budget for 2022, I don't think we actually know that, but I think it's somewhere around the 180 is my feeling. Is it's somewhere around 180. Eric is on now. Good. Hum Baby Baseball's doing his thing. Any trade ideas for the Cubs? I don't know if they're going to make any trades. I think they'll do some trades at the deadline, bring in some prospects. Joe Marr, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation, my man. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining our community. Happy to have you here. Twitter hates me. My mental health is better without it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If it's doing you right, there you go. Oh. I think Scherzer, again, there's no way Cohen wants this thing to go through the night. There's no way. Jay's payroll is 144. That's for right now. Are you checking that out? I'd pull it up on Spot Track, but I think I'd crash the stream. Hold on. Let's try that. I'll pull it up on my phone. I don't think so. I don't think they're falling apart, Poggers. I don't think they're falling apart. I think they'll be fine. So right now on the payroll, without Gausman, so is 144 the announced number? Sean, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Is 144 what's actually been put out? Because they're right now they're at 111 plus what they just put out. We got to figure it's going to be about 20 million for Gausman. So that takes it to 132. They have a ton of money that they have to put out in arbitration. That'll put them way past 144. Yeah, I think it's probably around 180 is what they actually have in mind. 144 is with Gausman. Okay, this number 144. Oh, you know what? I'm not looking at is. Okay, so the 144. Yeah, I still think they got 40 million to play with. Hossy, I think the Mariners are going to get Bryant or Seager or Story. I think they will get him. And word is that Seager could sign tomorrow. Whether he goes to Seattle, whether he goes to Texas, we'll see. Antonio, I don't think he goes to Boston. The Javi Baez to Boston thing just makes no sense. Makes no sense. Juan, thank you for subscribing. I just don't see the bias thing because you've got Jeter Downs, you've got York, you got two prospects that are going to be ready to join the Major League Club next year. You've got Xander Bogaerts, you've got Devers, so the left side is set. I don't see the point of Javi Baez. Bryson, I'm with you on that. I agree with you. I think that there's a good chance he's having second thoughts. I don't see the Astros doing it. If they didn't spend the money on Correa, they're not going to spend the money on Story. Ben, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcat Nation. To everybody that is subscribing here. Ben, Juan, Sean, thank you. Fresco, you just went Max Scherzer out of the West. Me too. There's a lot of talk about, there's a lot of love for Chris Taylor to the Red Sox, and that could play. That could happen. If Baez goes to Detroit, will Correa land? It's a good question because Correa's asking price is going to have to come down. Maybe he ends up back in Houston. Jays could definitely still go after Rodon, KD, for sure. Buddy's World. Cool, man. I think Story is good, Josh. I respectfully disagree. I think he is good. Let me see. A few of you follow me over on Twitter. It's been quiet now for half an hour. What is going on here? Hit you guys back. I have a feeling Prine just offered Scherzer something very good for 3 years, and now it's just, oh man, can you imagine? Could you imagine it happening again? Two things. The Dodgers, swiping the player away after everything on Twitter makes it sound like the Mets are close. The Dodgers doing that again. And this happening on the heels of the Steven Matz news. It was Steven Matz looking like he was going to go and then turning him away. I love the idea of Baez back to the Mets. Alex, I'll say this, though. I feel like the Mets, if you're closer to the Mets situation, I feel like the Mets did well with Stroman last year and his vibe in the clubhouse. I think it worked. Kyle, you're just subscribing? What is going on? Kyle, have you not been subscribed this whole time? That seems impossible. Or is YouTube starting to glitch? What would I fix about national TV games about MLB? Oh, I don't think you want to know. I think it goes against the grain on what so many people get fired up about. I would remove the box. I would remove the strike zone. I don't want the strike zone there anymore. I'm over it. I'm over it because the only thing it does is it upsets me. It upsets my mood. No problem, Kyle. I got you there. Daniel, thank you for subscribing. It upsets my mood when a ball is called a strike or a strike is called a ball. I don't want to know it anymore. So stop putting the rectangle up there to remind me that the ump sucks. Just take it away. Okay? It doesn't help. Having the box, what does it help? What does it help us, the viewer? It does not help at all. Again, it's more irritating and frustrating than anything. I would get rid of the box. It would probably take, Trevor, it would take more than Pearson and Kirk. But I might. Matt, Master G, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Welcome to everybody that is subscribing here tonight. And welcome to everybody that is following me on Twitter. I appreciate it. Again, I have a rule. If you follow me while we're on Twitter, I'll follow you back. Mike, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation, everybody. Who do I think the Rangers will sign? AJ? I think there's more moves coming. Word is they're in on Story. They're in on Seager. They're aggressive. They're in on. They're not stopping. Angels Numfan 1, thank you for subscribing. Okay, guys. Josh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, man. How about Nelson Cruz to the Jays on a 1-year deal? Again, got to move out. Got to move Grichuk. Got to move Gurriel. That's what we got to do. Guys, we are 30. We're going to play another like game. I don't know if we've got it in us, but let's see. We are 37 likes away from 600. Do we have a jump in us? We have been able to jump from 345 to 400, and we jumped from 460 something to 500. Do we have 37 likes out there to jump us from 563 to 600? Is it in there? Is it there? I think it is. I think you guys have it in you. What else? It's midnight. It's 12:27 on the East Coast. What else are we doing? We're hanging out here. Hit that like. AT3510. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Ballcap Nation. Let's blow past 600. No news on Scherzer. It's quiet. which is actually bad news in my opinion. Thank you to those following me on Twitter. Again, I follow you back. Pogers, have a good one, man. Take it easy. Have a good night. You use your like already. Cigar Snob Chicago. I'm happy to see you in here. Thank you. Only way Cruz makes sense is if, again, Grichuk or Gurriel are traded, and then all of a sudden the Blue Jays have that DH spot open. Right now, they don't have the DH spot open. Ricardo, they're not going to come in fourth place. Next year is going to be a good year. We are one like away. Are we there? We're there. Thank you, guys. 600. Like I said, legends. Legendary. Ballcap Nation is legendary. The t-shirt is going to happen. Ballcap Nation is legendary. That's going to happen. Would I trade Grichuk, Groshans, and nope, I don't like Luis Castillo. I am out 1,000% on Luis Castillo. I'm done. Dude led the league in walks. The Blue Jays missed the playoffs last year because of at least two games, where they just walked everybody that came to the plate against Tampa and against Seattle. The walkathon games. I don't want a pitcher that leads the league in walks. Okay? I understand Pete Walker is a pitching guru, but I don't want anything to do with Luis Castillo. I'm done. I'm out on Luis Castillo. John, I think the Marlins have another move in them. It probably won't be one of the shortstops at this point, but it could. Maybe it's an outfielder. I can't believe we really don't have any more news. Shai Davidi tweeting. Thank you, somebody. Blue Jays. Oh, he's tweeting his article. Blue Jays are 2 seasons removed from running out an opener and a guy in their rotation. Now, free agent Kevin Gausman is their second 9-figure commitment to a pitcher in 2 weeks. William, you've got Freddie Freeman signing tomorrow? Do it. Let's do it. What's up, Brady Johnson? I might be wrong on Castillo. I might be wrong, but I wouldn't give up a haul like that. They won a lot. The Reds won a lot back for Luis Castillo. Rough House, DJ. Gordo, thank you for subscribing. Matthew, take it easy, buddy. They might, if you could get Luis Castillo for the number 10 prospect in the system, and that was it, I would do it. But they want more than that. Sonny Gray is interesting. Hassan, Sonny Gray is definitely interesting, but I don't think that deal goes down until all of the options are exhausted with the free agents. I think there's a very good chance Contreras gets traded. John Heyman just tweeting. Rangers are making a strong push for Seager too. Now with a few days to go before the likely lockout, but if Dodgers don't land Scherzer, it stands to reason Dodgers could go strong to keep Seager. That from John Heyman. I felt all along the Dodgers' number one priority needed to be Seager because Seager's younger. There's more of a future with Seager. You can get 10 good years out of Corey Seager. So we have Heyman's tweet there. A little bit of information. I think maybe a couple of these guys just putting it to bed. Yeah. Keelan, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's nothing new. He's just sort of maybe putting a bow on the day. I really thought there was going to be some more moves, Jan, but it is really quiet right now. You know Cohen and Epler are still up, though. They are definitely going to try to get that deal done. There's no way they want the deal to go through the night. We'll return to the day. Well, the return would be a lot greater for Gurriel. Grichuk, not so much. Gurriel's younger, more upside. Grichuk a little bit older, bigger contract. Thank you, William. Freeman entertaining the Angels? I can't see it. I don't think the Angels are going to spend a dime or that significant of an investment on their bats. Contreras to San Francisco would be a good play. If you're the Giants and the Cubs, would you do Contreras for Bart straight up? Hassan, I would love a Chapman and Manaea for well, they're not going to do Grichuk because the 80s are trying to shed money, but Jordan Groshans and, pick a pitching prospect between 10 and 20, maybe. It might not be enough, though. I don't think that's enough. Probably have to give up somebody on the active roster. I think Paxton ends up hanging out on the free agent market until spring training. I think there's just some guys that are going to be out there for a while. I think he's going to be one of them. Thomas, no way Bart's the future. All right. Correa landing where? Tigers? I mean, they were in the lead, it seemed, but then the asking price just became too much. Steve, thank you for subscribing. Larry, thank you for subscribing. Jan, thank you for subscribing. All of you subscribing here in the last few seconds, appreciate you. Thank you. We are late. We are going. We are fighting the virus. We are powering through, so thank you for subscribing and taking a chance with the channel here. Welcome to Ballcap Nation to all of you. Do I like the idea of trading Kirk with Moreno? Look, I'm cool with it. Yep. I'm cool with it. Put him in the trade for J-Ram. Put him in the trade for Chapman. I would do it. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little skeptic that there is going to be another deal tonight. And listen, if there isn't, Mets fans, I don't think that's a good sign. That Scherzer deal should be done. It's not. All right, guys. It is 12:30 in the East. I hate to do this because I might look exhausted and look like I'm half dead right now. T-Rexy, thank you for subscribing. I am having fun, but at the same time, I got kids waking up in the morning. I got this virus that I'm trying to fight off, so I do need to get some good sleep in. I'm going to go take some NyQuil, and I'm going to go pass out. If you want to continue talking baseball, I highly recommend you guys head over. I don't know how much longer Wardy's going to be going. He's got to be running out of gas too. Go check out Hum Baby Baseball. Hum Baby Baseball is covering the hot stove. Really good dude. Has some good takes on baseball. Head on over to Hum Baby Baseball for some more baseball content. Cesar Hernandez, who knows? He's going to be out there for a while. Wardy looking sad. He's saying Doug Rush has a problem with the fourth year. Of course there's a problem with the fourth year. I'm going to go. Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go probably check out both of those guys and then go to bed. You guys, again, legends tonight. Ballcat Nation, you showed up strong tonight, and I appreciate that. You guys could have been doing 100 other things. There's a lot of other places for this content right now, so I really appreciate you spending that time here with me. Go check out Hum Baby Baseball. He's going to be going. He's on the West Coast, so he's got hours to work with. I don't know how much longer Tyler's going to be going over at Wardy, but if you go over to Wardy, if you go over to Hum Baby Baseball, tell him I sent you. Go over there, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, mods, for monitoring things. Thank you to my members. Thank you to the new subs. Rick, thank you for subbing. Wes, thank you for subbing. Again, welcome to Ballcap Nation, guys. Have a great night. Go check out, again, Hum Baby Baseball. Go raid him. Tell him you came from Ballcap Sports. I'm going to go hang out there. If you want to go to Wardy, head over there to whatever you're looking for. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Guys, I'm toast. Have a good night, everybody. I will be back tomorrow. Lionheart, thank you very much, my man. I will be back tomorrow. We will be streaming again tomorrow, watching more of the news. Hit the like on the way out if you haven't already. Tell Eric I say hi. Tell Tyler I say hi. What's this Andy Martino thing? Mets hoped to hear tonight. It's still only 9:36 out west, so I guess it's still possible. So who knows? Who knows? right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be streaming live again, so make sure to subscribe, hit the alert, come on back. We will do it again tomorrow because I think we're going to have Seager on the move. At the very least, Seager and more. Guys, enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you. I will, again, like I said, I'm going to hop over to Hum Baby Baseball for a few. And to Wardy. I'm going to probably head out to both of them. Pop over there. See you guys. Have a good night. Thank you again. You're awesome. Trying to find the thumbnail. The thing. Here it is.